It's just Travis. Oh, wait. Can I join? Send me a link.
Yeah, it's on top of the
It's on the rundown.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So
We're good
anyways,
at
if
this.
you're watching us on YouTube, we're now live. If you're listening to us on the free iHeartRadio app, click that microphone button next to the play button. It's the talkback mic. Tell us what the weirdest or worst Father's Day gift you've ever received or given. I picture like a lot of people, they didn't have anything to give their dad for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was Father's Day, and all of a sudden they show up with like, some fruit from their house. Like, Dad, I got you half-eaten pineapple and some grapefruits. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, I can see
By
that.
the way, here are the kids. They're going to run around your backyard and annoy the neighbors for the next 2 hours.
When you were in kindergarten, first grade, I don't know, somewhere around there, did you make your dad an ashtray at school?
Dude, 1,000,000%.
Same. My dad did not smoke.
Oh.
I've made him several ashtrays.
Okay. So both my parents at different times smoked. Sometimes together, sometimes one would quit, the other would quit. But yeah, I remember, or dude, I'm fairly certain we had like Mother's Day / Father's Day fairs, like gift fairs at my school. If I'm remembering correctly, you could buy them a cigarette lighter.
At the fairs?
As like an elementary school kid. It's like, hey, kid, you want to bring home a Zippo for Pops? And we're just like, yeah, why do you talk like a 1920s newsman? Well, I'll tell you right now, when I'm not covering boxing and horse racing, I'm selling Zippos to kids. Thank you. Yes, I'll have two.
Right. It is a Father's Day edition part due here on a Bar Cart Friday. Tony Kanja from Keg and Bottle, 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. You're going to be joining us a little bit later. We're going to be making up some Father's Day themed drinks, I guess.
Yeah. What did you name yours? Because I'll tell you what mine is later.
Dad's creamy root beer float? I don't know. Dad's root beer float. I don't know.
Oh, God, we did the same thing.
Are you doing a root beer float?
No.
What? Are you doing a Coke float?
I call mine Father's Milk. Frozen Father's Milk. So, yours
I made a huge mistake being
God,
here.
Good God.
Can I just say, was I supposed to bring in something?
No,
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
dude.
Because I don't celebrate Father's Day.
Well,
Wait, hold on.
wait a
Well,
second.
this is Therapy Thursday was yesterday, pal.
Yeah. Let's
TFTI.
yeah. Relax. Dude, I mean, what, you gonna do this at 6:12 in the morning to us?
Too far to info.
What is TFTI?
Thanks for the invite.
Ah.
Really?
Oh,
That's the first time for me.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that you are teaching us a lot.
Yeah.
Columbus Crew, by the way, won the MLS Cup in 2023. Looking forward to FDFC taking home the championship with Juki Lozano.
In 2026?
Yeah, when is he going to start playing for us?
February. So basically, he's here. He goes back to the Netherlands, where he will play
Which makes
starting
sense
in
because he's from Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So he born there, played there, now in the Netherlands.
So he played for Pachuca in Mexico.
Go ahead.
Historic club. Then he went overseas and he's played for Napoli. He won a League Cup in Italy with Napoli.
The Serie A.
Serie A.
Serie A?
Serie A.
Why don't they call it A? This is America.
Because it's an Italian league.
Excellent.
They can't call it Hey Siri. It's trademarked by Apple.
And they're not going to call it Syria because that's a country.
Oh, that's true.
So,
well,
yeah,
that's
you can't
true.
say that too quickly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're in a very different situation.
Oh,
Okay.
It's pretty exciting. There's a ton of people out there at the Rady Shell yesterday. 10,000, apparently.
Yeah.
That's how many tickets they had. It was sold out. It was a free event. Did
Yeah.
you go out there, J-Ra?
I was out there for a sec. I sprung a leak in my apartment last night or yesterday. So basically what happened was I did a live hit with Jack Cronin hosted a show from 6 to 7 on 760. I'm scheduled to be on at 6:15. I sprung a leak, drove down to the Shell, did my live hit, and then drove back home.
That's cool. What was the leak?
Yeah, what happened?
Just something with the washing machine. And our washing machine is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so like one of the pipes, I don't know if it like ruptured and there was some like soap and water flowing into the kitchen.
From the washing machine.
From the washing machine.
Yeah. Such a terrible joke that I will tell you later, J-Riff. Like it was awful. And I will tell you it later. I promise. But boy, oh boy, that's not one that you can let slip by the goalie. Anyways,
Nicely done.
A lot of soccer talk here.
Oh, dude, yeah.
This
well,
is the most we've ever done.
we're planning on doing
Yeah.
this for 3 hours.
Right. Yeah.
We call it the top shelf story of the day for a reason, bud. Anyways, the Padres are visiting New York today. We have a 4:10 first pitch. Matt Waldron will be on the mound for the Friars, and we'll talk about this for like 5 minutes. We'll get right back to the soccer talk. So
almost a boring season setup at this point with no losses remaining.
yeah, that's right. I mean, that is the question, I think, on the minds and hearts of every San Diegan today and probably tomorrow and for the remainder of the season. Do they lose again? The answer is most likely no. So is this just a boring, I don't know, happenless slog to the World Series?
Yeah.
I mean, are we going to see a sweep just like the Stanley Cup final and the NBA finals? Are we just going to see, is it going to be a run like the Panthers had through the Oilers or the Celtics through the Mavericks? I say, yeah. My
Right.
guess is it'll be Padres Yankees part 2.
Right.
And they'll win 4-0
They got like 90 wins left.
probably celebrate this championship on in New York
Mhm.
when they beat the Yankees
Yep.
4-0.
And then the Peter Seidler statue that was going to be gets scrapped. Now it's AJ Preller.
Yeah. We'll unveil that. So I mean, do we see it going any differently than that?
No,
Okay.
no, right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. Next story. No, here's the reality of the Padres, and I guessed it may be a game too early, but we do know, we're all feeling it right now. That pendulum swinging a little too hard in one direction, and it's been a little too positive for too long. What they've conditioned us, what they've taught us throughout this entire season, as soon as the good times get rolling, boy, that bowling ball tied to a rope is going to come careening back the other direction. Or, by the way, when it's really bad, to their credit, they've been able to resolve their issues. But it's gonna happen.
So it sounds like what you need, Rich, is to be humbled by the Padres, right? Like this, you need to be dragged down. So let me drag you down to the point where you clearly want to be, because being the glass half full optimist that you are is not cutting it because you're complaining about it. So let me help, okay?
Yeah,
They needed 2 walk-offs to beat the Oakland A's.
correct.
That's not great.
Yeah, correct.
To sweep the one of the worst teams in like a decade in baseball.
By the way,
Coming off of a sweep of the Los Angeles Angels.
who are
Like
also a terrible.
So you're telling me that you
attitude.
think the pendulum is all the way over here right now?
Yes, that's as far as it goes right now.
Yeah, this team, because by the way, they've done this to great teams as well in
Right.
Major League Baseball. So I do understand what you're saying. It feels good when they win, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And it doesn't matter if they're beating the A's and they didn't. They got completely mopped up by the A's or the Royals or the Mets, who, by the way, the Mets suck. The Mets are a trash heap who's going to be sellers at the trade deadline.
Correct.
Walked off yesterday against the Marlins.
Which,
Look out.
The Mets are hot.
Look out.
listen,
Go to a buzzsaw
are-
at City Field.
are we far enough past last season that we're not comparing the Padres to last season anymore, or are we still doing that?
I got to be honest.
It depends on who you ask.
I got to be honest with you. This team, it feels like absolutely no difference from
Well, that's
this season to last season.
Except
Yeah.
last season, there's no way they get walk-off home runs and win those games. A one-run game, there's no way they lose.
I guess that is true. There wasn't a lot of intestinal fortitude last year, but at the same token, I guess the overall feeling is very similar. Every win or anytime they crept near 500, which, by the way, actually another difference between this season and last, they didn't even flirt with 500 for the majority of this season. Look at this.
Well, they got to May 11th at 500, and then that was done until the end of the season.
Yeah. It was pretty brutal last year for any Padre fan who's sat through that entire season, watching the majority of those 162 games. You were 100% beside yourself as you made this season-long effort to root for this team. They frustrated you just like they're doing this year. Now, I will say, when you're on a positive upswing, and regardless of who you're beating, when you're getting some wins in the category, it does feel good. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I am not going to completely throw in with this team and say, well, yeah, I mean, they win because they're good. No, I feel like they win because they can, and then they lose because they're complacent or disinterested or culturally they're not set yet or whatever the issue is. We've asked Kevin Acee now back-to-back weeks, maybe 3 weeks in a row, what's wrong with this Padres team? Why can't they win consistently? And he said every single time, he's like, I don't know, man. That's basically what he tells us. He's
Right.
like, nobody could tell you the answer to that question.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, that's what we have now been conditioned to. So that's just where we're feeling it. And they haven't proved us otherwise. They're hanging around 500 from the start, from the get-go. What are we supposed to expect? Anyways, Chucky Lozano.
Yeah,
back to that.
Back to Chucky Lozano. Gosh, I mean, you know what? I like my Lozano with like little meatballs in it, like in between the layers of the pasta.
Yeah, right. Or when they come over to the table and, do you want Parmesan on your Lozano?
Yeah.
Yes,
Extra.
please. Yeah, just say when. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't have a safe word. You just go till it's gone.
Yeah, that's right. I want that little chunk of it. I like at the Olive Garden how they have the one.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even going to waste their time. They're like, we're not going to shave our knuckles off by having the actual grater. We're going to use that little rotary grater.
Yes. Yeah. You can buy those from Olive Garden.
From the
From
restaurant?
Olive Garden. They'll sell them to you.
Like, wait, hang on.
I don't know if it's a used one.
When the waitress comes over, like, leave that on the table. She's like, it's $10. Leave it on the table.
Yep. Every time they come over, I ask them to leave it, so I have a pile of them.
Did you see Trevor Lawrence, T-Law, I like to call him.
Tila.
He signed the richest contract in Jacksonville Jaguars history. He's going to be paid $55 million a year for the next 5 years if he earns every dollar from this contract. There's guarantees that are going to earn him close to $200 million on this contract. I mean, that's a lot of money to give Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that QB property is expensive out there.
Yeah.
You're looking for a nice piece of land with a QB on it. It's going to cost you.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you. I'm talking about Rich's comparison to QB property being like the housing market. As comps go up, that's what happens. When you go to buy the next QB, you're going to have to pay a little more. Trevor Lawrence, $55 million. Does it feel like he's worth $55 million? But who are you going to get?
I don't know who you're going to get, but he's a 20 and 30 all time. He had 21 TDs, 14 interceptions last year. He had 17 interceptions his rookie year. He's only been in the league 3 years. His QBR is a 56. League average is a 50. Excellent is considered a 75. So he's not even hitting all the numbers to be like a better medium of the line quarterback.
He got signed off of potential loan. Look, he has one playoff win under his belt. They beat the Chargers in comeback fashion when they were a wild card team, or maybe they were a division winner. Nah, they were a wild card team, I believe. And then they beat the Chargers and then faced the Chiefs and gave them all they could handle 2 years ago. The Chiefs obviously went on to win the Super Bowl, so they lost to the champs that year. Look, here's the reality of the situation. Just like Travis was describing, just like I've been saying for years now, the quarterback market's like shopping for a house in Beverly Hills. You're not paying for the house necessarily. You're paying for the zip code. It's the reality of home shopping in general. It doesn't matter where you're buying property. You know what it is. You always would like to buy the worst house on the block because you're going to pay a lower rate. And if it's a fixer, you put a little sweat equity into it, and all of a sudden you got yourself something pretty nice, like Baker Mayfield, right? Baker Mayfield comes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on $1 million deal. You turn him into a playoff winner. I mean, that was incredible what happened for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And by the way, they locked him down for the next 3 years on a $30 million per year salary. Compare that to $55 million a year
No
that
doubt.
Trevor Lawrence is playing on.
Or
you just got yourself a song.
you're the Broncos, you bought yourself a money pit with Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
You didn't realize there was a sinkhole.
You
The
literally
pipes were no good.
You literally bought the most expensive house on the block and you went, nope, I don't need to do the walkthrough.
Yeah.
We're good. Wait, you mean you're going to buy it without any conditions? That's correct. We did mention to you that there was like
It's haunted.
It's got bugs in the attic. Yep, we'll take it with the bugs. Don't you do a thing. Do you know who Nathaniel Hackett is, Buster? He'll fix him.
Wait till he gets his dirty hands on him.
Yeah, he's got 18 other dirty hands that can't wait to get a hold of him too. Just ask Sean Payton. Yeah.
Yep.
So but that's life as a quarterback in the NFL. If you show potential, you are going to get an incredible amount of money if you're a starting quarterback. That's the way of the world.
The granddaddy of contracts out in Jacksonville.
Now, why would
Happy
you say
Father's Day.
Would you do this to us?
It's Father's Day themed.
It's a good point.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Speaking of Father's Day,
Do you still take laps?
yeah.
Okay.
We stopped doing
Just
that.
making sure.
We stopped doing that.
I haven't been getting my notifications recently that you've been completing your rings, Travis. So I feel like you maybe need to take a few more.
I got a deal yesterday that said, "My God, you've completed more rings than ever in the history of your life."
Mine says, "Why does Travis even have an Apple Watch?"
Is that what
So
your
for
watch
time.
says? Is that? I mean,
Wait.
Siri on your wrist
hold
is
on.
actually teasing other people's
my
fitness.
watch goes dead because of how many times you say you work out.
Which, by the way, how are you working out so fervently at 3:30 in the morning every morning? Because TD will wake up and he'll just be like, "What the hell's going on?
Why is his heart rate so high?
Why is it's 5:15 a.m. Why is J-Riff doing calisthenics?"
Speaking of high heart rates,
Yeah,
that shirt's gonna have to pop off here in about an hour and a half.
yeah. So J-Riff goes, "You guys won't watch WNBA?" And we're like, "Yes, we will.
Yeah.
We'll watch a whole damn game." And then he was like, "No, you won't."
Mhm.
And we're like, "Yes, we will." Or it was women's
It
college
was
basketball.
college basketball.
So we say, "Yes, we will." And guess what? I watched two. I watched a women's Final Four game between Iowa and UConn. And I also watched a Natty Championship game between Iowa
Oh,
and South Carolina.
I don't know who was on, whichever one he told me to. And then I couldn't change the channel because I dropped the remote and the battery rolled out. So I just sat there with it on.
You tell me you don't have buttons on your TV.
There.
Yeah,
No. Buttons on my TV.
I don't believe it for a second that you sat there and watched it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was laying down.
Could tell you
It was
everything
on.
about it.
That's what it is. There we go. Background noise.
I could tell you that scoring was minimal.
It was. It was in both of those games. It really was. The ladies had a tough time out there. Also, by the way, I have watched an entire WNBA game as well. I've watched 3 women's basketball games just to make sure that J-Riff would pop the top on the next time he hosted a show with us. And so if anybody out there is interested in seeing J-Riff's nipples, you will today.
Yeah, absolutely. 1000%.
What if they're strange looking? What if
you
he's got
think?
what if he's got more than the requisite 2 that you kind of need?
Oh,
That's a thing, by the way.
Yeah, people have a third.
Yeah,
It's
right.
actually like a larger percentage of the population than you'd think. And sometimes it like pops up on like lower in the midsection.
There's just a random nipple
Like
down low.
somebody will be like, "Is that a mole?" It's like, no.
No. Third
Just-
nipple.
It's a sneaky
I
little
think we
nipple.
have to
little
take a
leaky.
break. Are we supposed to talk about anything before we go to a break? I mean, our feed, how fat we are,
Yeah,
not
is it-
anymore.
Is
How
there-
fat you are.
What?
Okay.
Just in general? Is it really?
Is it his turn?
Okay, good. Because months ago, 6 months ago, Jay Riff used to come in. He'd be like, "You are disgusting.
Yeah, you sweat.
You
He's sweating.
nasty."
Sweating mayonnaise.
Yeah, good God.
Gross.
Blech. And then I said, "Well, I'll do something about it. I just don't know how to start." And then Wayne and Chloe called and they said, "Start with us. Start with SD Fat Loss. That's where you start. You're gonna kick things off here. We're gonna go right into it, and things are gonna go fast. You're gonna lose 20 to 30 pounds in 8 weeks' time." And I said, "That's good because in 2 months' time, I want to kick the absolute hell out of J-Riff."
That's right.
Yeah, and so I needed to be mobile. I needed to be able to move around more. And they said, "No problem.
Agile.
yeah."
Hostile.
8 weeks go by.
Mobile.
30 pounds gone, 31 pounds actually. Rich 35. Fletch is pushing 50 pounds gone. The guy is so skinny at all these weddings he may or may not be going
We're
to.
not sure if he's going to a single one.
Look, if you're looking to lose weight, you want to drop some pounds fast, but you want to do it the healthy way because you don't want to do one of these fad diets that maybe you're putting some injection in your body that you really don't know what you're putting in your body, because once you stop doing that injection, you're going to gain whatever weight you lost right back. You don't want to do that. I get it. So do it the healthy way. Do it the natural way with SD Fat Loss. Go there right now, sdfatloss.com. It's a free consultation. Mention the show, Big Rich, Cheaty, and Fletch, and you'll save $200. You got nothing to lose except unwanted pounds with STFatLoss.com. Coming up, happy wife, happy life. Bigger CD and Fletch. Hit us up on the Talkback mic. Just open up the free iHeartRadio app. Listen to San Diego Sports 760 and tap that little microphone icon next to the play button to leave a 30-second talk back. San Diego Sports 760, we're more than great coats. Ow!
This update is presented by the San Diego Football Club. Padres open up a 3-game series. Padres open up a 3-game series in New York against the Mets today. 4:10 first pitch, Matt Waldron against Sean Manaea. Florida Panthers took a 3-0 series lead after a 4-3 victory last night in the Stanley Cup Finals against Edmonton. And second day of the U.S. Open at Pinehurst is underway. Patrick Cantlay, who tallied a round 1 best score at 5 under, tees off at 10:25. El Chucky Lozano, Mexican star Chucky Lozano, is joining San Diego FC. He'll be joining Major League Soccer's new club for their inaugural 2025 season. Place your $18 deposit today at sandiegofc.com to catch all the action at Snapdragon Stadium.
Big Rashidi and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760 here on a Bar Cart Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle. It's like I'm already drunk. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle with 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. So look, if you are trying to figure out what to get dad for Father's Day, I promise you, stop into any Keg and Bottle location and you will find something nice. And what you will find as well, if they have any left, some gift baskets already ready to go. Is it Mozos?
It's Zomos.
Zomos.
So
I got those letters mixed.
You're gonna get
Zomos tequila.
You're gonna get the Zomos mezcal, which, by the way, I have at the house in the liquor cabinet, and I busted it out. I'm trying to remember what I made with it recently, but that stuff is great. Plus a cigar, plus a cigar cutter, plus a cigar torch. It's all for $80. It's a $130 value. So at any of the 10 locations around San Diego, Keg and Bottle, you can pick up one of those. It's already pre-wrapped. It's in a nice basket. It's all pre-arranged. They'll have that available for you to purchase. So if you're running out of time, which you are, because Sunday's Father's Day, and you're looking for a gift, which I know you are, because a lot of people forget about dad.
Right.
Go ahead and get you some Zomos mezcal with the cigar and the cutter, all available, and the lighter, all available at Keg and Bottle.
It's also Ticketpalooza. It rolls on here on a Friday, and we got a pair of tickets to go see Noah Khan at the North Island Credit Union Amphitheater. That's happening next week, June 18th. Ticketmaster.com for deets and seats.
That's right.
Or keep it locked in here. We're also going to qualify our final qualifier, or get our final qualifier. You're going to win a $50 gift card, or a chance to win a $50 gift card to OG's, and then that will qualify you for a foursome to Jesse Lozano's One More Win golf tournament happening next Friday, where we're going to be out there at the Lake House San Marcos, broadcasting live 6 to 9. 9 o'clock we'll tee off. If you win that foursome, you're going to tee off right behind us.
Quick question.
I don't know. Did I screw something up again?
No, you nailed everything, but just something that's been rattling around in the minds and hearts of many people. And maybe we should have Jesse Lozano on next week to discuss this on our show. Is he related to Chucky? Same last name. And I'm pretty sure Jesse used to play for Pachuca, which is a historic club in Mexico.
Have we ever seen Jesse and Chucky in the same room together at the same time?
You think Jesse is Chucky?
I mean,
What?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. The answer to that question is no. Obviously,
right.
no.
No, haven't seen it.
Secondarily, now I think we're going to have to launch an investigation, an iHeart San Diego exclusive.
That's right.
The first ever internal investigation on air talent on air talent. Thank you. And now we go to our news desk. No,
I was trying to figure out where this was from.
Yeah, I mean, like that's gonna be good. That's gonna be
Yeah,
good.
that's good. That's a good call.
We're gonna have to.
We'll start that today.
Yeah,
I have a drone. Follow him around.
We need boots on the ground.
Mhm.
We need troops in the air. I mean, even if you have a boat or know somebody who owns, I own an inflatable kayak.
You do?
Yes.
Do you have to blow it up by mouth?
Well, I've done that before. It takes like a half hour, and then afterward, you feel like you're gonna have a stroke.
Good.
So I've only done it once, but no, I have one of those air mattress blowers. that I've fashioned to fill up the
Yes.
kayak quicker. So
Life hack.
land, air, sea. We will get to the bottom of this. You hear this, Lozano?
Right.
I'm not going to call him by any specific first name. Chucky, Jesse, same guy.
Right.
As far as we know.
He's trying to throw us off by not calling himself Chucky.
It's
Get
creative.
it?
That's
It's
creative.
creative.
That is really
Yeah.
creative.
Interesting. It's like Motley Crue.
Yeah, that's right.
CRUE.
So, anyways, Rory McIlroy, still happily wed.
Well, I mean, it was going real bad, real fast.
Oh yeah.
Until somebody said how much it's going to cost. I think.
Yeah. So that fixed itself just in time for the U.S. Open, and things are going well.
Is he still tied at the top?
He was at the top of the board after yesterday's round. Yeah.
Yeah. He was. I think he
How's
was
he
tied
shooting
for
today?
first. Yeah. Do we have a? We're looking at J-Riff for. You know why? Because Fletch would know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who
he's
were we talking about?
continuously
Rory
watching.
was tied at the top yesterday, and he is 2 over today, so he is now in third.
Ooh, they must have had a fight last night.
Okay. All right. Slipping down the board. That's
Or
okay.
maybe like the dopamine of just the situation wore off, and now he's like coming crashing down.
Ooh, I'm looking at him. Yeah, he's +2 through 6. So he is at -3 on the tournament, which is good because, again, a U.S. Open, really tough course conditions at Pinehurst, number 2. Big purse this year, by the way, $21.5 million at stake for the U.S. Open, which those numbers have been juiced up over the course of time here because to compete with Live Golf, the PGA, they've opened the purse strings. They've made sure to try to make more golfers whole on their tour because otherwise they're going to lose all the good ones.
Right.
So
Right.
especially for these majors, which are loosely affiliated with the PGA, all the majors can still happen sort of. If the PGA crumbled, the majors don't necessarily go away because they have different affiliations, but you get it. I mean, golf, in the United States is trying to keep up with what's happening internationally.
As a fan watching it, does the purse mean anything to you?
Not really.
Same. Like, I don't even know what it is most of the time.
So here's the thing with golf, I want the golfers to get more money. And here's the reason why, because I do think that when people can get rich doing something, whether it's professional basketball, baseball, NBA, UFC, or golf,
Right.
Yeah, fringe sport, more mainstream sport, doesn't matter. You assume that you're going to have better athletes, higher level of competition when there's more at stake. And so I don't mind it being higher, but I've never ever. I mean, occasionally it'll pop on my screen like it just did when I was looking at the
Right,
leaderboard.
right.
But outside of that,
It's
I don't
usually
care.
after it's over.
Yeah.
And it's whatever. Rory won $3.1 million. And you go, wow, nicely done.
Yeah, not bad for a weekend.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. All right, coming up next, speaking of fringe sports, things on the outskirts of the mainstream. Let's talk about a situation. I love the little sub headline you gave it. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
That's what Dad would say. It's a Father's Day edition here.
Yeah.
Big Rich TV Flash.
Our first ticket giveaway also coming up in just a few minutes as well. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. Fletch not here. J-Rip filling in and doing an amazing job.
So far, so good.
Is that because I haven't talked in like 5 minutes?
Well, I'm just curious. Are we supposed to talk about anything here?
Yeah.
Do we talk about feet?
Like,
Maybe teeth?
Oh, no,
No?
you're good.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
okay,
I
all right.
promise.
You know what? Whisper in our ear.
Yeah.
Or just say it out loud
Right,
over the
yeah,
microphone.
Yeah,
We don't care.
exactly.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
Keep up with San Diego Sports 760 anytime, anywhere. Whether you're stepping out of the car or settling at home, just ask your Google or Alexa smart speaker to play AM 760 or stream it live through the iHeart Radio app. It's never been easier to stay connected with your favorite shows like Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. San Diego Sports 760 gives you wings. Ow! I have to share my monster with J-Riff?
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Isn't
Big
that
Rich,
better?
Big Fletch.
That's better than the alternative, which you offered me the whole thing. At least you get some now.
But you're going to come drink out of my monster?
Oh,
What's
I know.
wrong? So what? You're like a father to me.
It's Father's Day.
Dad?
Yeah.
I mean, I am
have a
I am
sip?
currently looking on the daddy market.
Oh, that's a good point.
So
Wow.
That's a good point.
That
So
sounds a little dirty.
if you want to be J-Riff's dad, hit us up on the talkback
Or
mic.
his daddy.
It's a little microphone button next to the play button on the free iHeartRadio app. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to be J-Riff's daddy, go ahead.
We want to hear from you on the talkback mic.
And you could win a $50 OG's gift card.
Right.
And we'll give it to the most depraved message we get.
God, I hope women listen to this show.
Hey, women can be daddies
they love
too.
us. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's 2024,
So-
buddy.
If you're wondering, wow, how can I submit my submission to be J-Riff's daddy using the talkback mic? Well, you have to open up the free iHeartRadio app. You'll see a little red button. That's the talkback mic. Tap that.
The little red button.
Just like
Tap that to be my
just
daddy.
like J-Riff's daddy.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Send us a message on the talkback mic.
Okay.
Wow.
So we're really doing it, guys. It's
Yeah.
a show.
Right. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
2 hours, 8 minutes left. I'm just letting everybody out there.
Countdown?
If you we have a countdown to the end of the show today. If you aren't loving it yet, hang in there
How could you not?
because it's only going to get better from here.
Hang
We're
in
gonna-
there because I'm here the next 3 Fridays.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
2 Fridays, 3
Yeah.
Fridays.
You are?
You're going to be around for a little
I'm
bit.
going to be here for a while.
We got some vacations that we're going to be juggling,
Yeah.
and J-Riff's going to be filling in.
Mhm.
And then I said, "Oh yeah, you know what? I wanted to take some time off," and he went, "Yeah, I probably won't be here for that." The hell?
That's fine.
I have
Yeah.
a trip to the Hamptons book. I'm not going to turn that down.
You have
No.
a trip to the Hamptons?
Absolutely.
Look at him.
Wow, Pinky's out here, buddy.
Jet setting.
The Hamptons.
He's like the Great Gatsby.
What? Rich, have you been to the Hamptons? You used to live by there.
Yeah. I mean, visited. I grew up on Long Island, so the South Shore of Long Island, out east, and I'm talking way out east, is the Hamptons, where all those mansions are. I never was invited anywhere, so I would just go to like bar parties and
Cool.
things like that with friends. And every single time I went there, we spent an extraordinary amount of money, and nothing good ever really happened. So good luck.
Right.
I wish you luck while you're there. I wish you
Wait.
well.
Are you going to Jesse Bon Jovi's wedding?
Oh wow.
I plead the fifth.
There's a possibility.
So that means we didn't
There
get
you go,
invited.
man.
We had him on the show
Yeah,
on 101.5
yeah.
KGB. we were drinking Hampton Water Rosé with
Lots
Jesse.
of it.
Yeah,
No glasses, by the way.
yeah, we were
Which
drinking
is that's how you do it at the Hamptons.
straight out of the bottle.
Yeah, Conor McGregor not going to be UFC 303 anymore.
No. Turns out Dana White, who's the CEO of the UFC, said he's no longer going to be the main event. He is out with an injury. Is that the excuse? Is that what's happening here?
That is the excuse. However, I haven't seen anything of what the injury is. So what would the injury be?
I don't know. He was supposed to fight Chandler. Look, people get injured sparring training all the time, especially mixed martial artists. If you think about it, how do you ready yourself for battle, for combat? Well, you just replicate combat, but you do it in a setting where you're not choking people unconscious or knocking their lights out, punching or kicking them. So you slow things down a little bit, but you still have to aggressively fight to practice for a fight. People get hurt doing that. So maybe there'll be some sort of, I don't know, clarity to what this injury is. I know now it's years ago, but he did break his leg during a match.
2021
Mhm.
that they thought was going to end his career.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe it's something with his lower leg. I don't know. I hate to speculate. We'll see what it is. There are a lot of people who speculate that Conor McGregor isn't exactly or hasn't exactly been an angel in terms of if he was tested for things while he was shooting the movie, the Roadhouse movie he most recently starred in alongside what's the name of the actor you don't like? Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in that too. A lot of people are like, well, Conor McGregor all of a sudden looks gigantic. Like maybe he just did a bunch more push-ups and like body weight squats.
Mark McGuire from 99 to 2000.
You know, it's the thing about Barry Bonds. It's not so much like the muscles. It's like his feet and his head got bigger also. So that's alarming. Yeah. He
Crazy.
wears size 14 cleats. He started in 11.
So now the new main event is Pereira? Is that how you say it? I have no idea who this guy is. I'm not a UFC guy.
Pereira?
Is that how you say it?
Wait, where is it?
Right here.
Spell it.
Yeah.
Pereira.
Pereira.
Yeah, Pereira. Yeah.
Okay. And Projaxka.
Good. Now that's a main event
Yeah.
that speaks to you the same way McGregor Chandler
Golly.
did. Okay.
Where's Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I don't know. He's also out. He had that stomach ulcer, so he's not fighting Jake Paul this summer. We don't get to see Conor McGregor this summer, or maybe later in the summer. Who knows? Maybe the injury.
I was going to be in on the Conor McGregor. There was going to be 2 pay-per-view events I was going to pay for this year, and that would be 2 more than I've ever done in my life. And now those are both gone.
I was specifically excited to see both Mike Tyson and Conor fight this summer as well. So that's legitimately disappointing. And also, let's face it. This shows you where the fight game's at, both boxing and mixed martial arts. It takes retired stars coming back to both of these sports to get people really fired up about it. Now, UFC is in a better position.
Yeah.
Obviously, way more popular right now in terms of, I would say, I guess, zeitgeist interest.
Yeah.
You look at social media and people are talking about knockouts in the UFC almost every single weekend.
UFC's done a great job. Dana White's done a great job of kind of capturing that WWE momentum, that feeling of everything is big all the time.
Yeah.
Everything that happens is meaningful because it is.
Yeah.
So nicely done.
First giveaway right now. 877-767-4760. You got to be caller number, let's say caller number 5 for the Noah Khan tickets, North Island Credit Union Amphitheater, June 18th show, Ticketmaster.com for details and seats to that show. But you're going to win a pair if you're caller number 5 at exactly 7 a.m. So if you're listening to us on the free iHeart Radio app, you have a couple of minutes to call in at exactly 7 o'clock. If you're listening terrestrially, you're not going to be listening with a lag, but we try to let the app listeners catch up. So 7 o'clock at 877-767-4760 to win those tickets. J-Riff sneezed and it sounded like a chimpanzee.
You guys heard that?
Yes. Dude, I heard that through the glass. It sounded like he just went, who sneezes like that? Coming up next, we're in the era of the overpaid veteran. We'll get to that on the other side. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
I don't know what you just said, Rich. This update is presented by. Actually, I don't even know because I'm
I said he
distracted.
sounds like a great man.
The U.S. Department of. You're such a. Oh my God. This update is presented by the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs. The Padres have a 3-game series starting in New York against the Mets today. Matt Waldron going to get the start. Patrick Mahomes' favorite pitcher taking on Sean Manaea. That's riding a series victory, or a series sweep, I should say, against the A's. In the Stanley Cup Finals, the Florida Panthers took a commanding 3-0 lead in the series after pulling out a 4-3 win against Edmonton, and the second day of the U.S. Open at Pinehurst is underway. Patrick Cantlay, who tallied yesterday's best score at 5 under, tees off at 10-25. VA's home loan guarantee made home buying a seamless process. Some close in 30 days with no payment. Get what you earn. Visit choose.va.gov. Not all veterans are eligible for the type or amount of benefits mentioned here.
Hit it, AC. Woo! We're back. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. Happy Friday to those who celebrate. Happy Bar Card Friday to you all.
Yeah.
Tony Kanja incoming. He'll be here within 30 minutes or so. Usually gets here a little bit before the 8 o'clock hour. He's got some great specials at Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. He's got an $80 gift package that you could give your dad. It's got Zomos Mezcal in it. It's got a cutter, a cigar, and a torch lighter. All of it's normally $130 value.
That's cool.
You're going to get your dad's whole present taken care of for just $80.
Are cigars part of the Father's Day festivities today?
Ooh, I wish they were.
Can we do that here in studio?
I think
We
so.
can do it in the parking lot.
We're broadcasting live. What if we just all call in?
Oh, we can do it in the studio.
Can you imagine? They really do.
They do. They do. Also, we're going to be making some drinks here in honor of Father's Day themed drinks that we're kind of just making up, really,
Yeah.
and calling them Father's Day drinks. But you'll be able to recreate those by buying these products at any Keg and Bottle location.
I think mine's going to taste like a peanut butter cup,
Okay.
but I've never done this, by the way.
Nor have I.
I'm making something that's loosely based on a mudslide. It's got Bailey's, it's got coffee liqueur, so Irish cream liqueur, coffee liqueur, and it's got peanut butter whiskey. Normally
All right.
we put vodka in a mudslide.
Sounds fine.
I'm gonna add a little chocolate syrup to that,
Okay.
and then vanilla ice cream.
Hang on. So I'm doing a spin on a root beer float. No
Okay.
ice cream though.
Okay,
No
yeah.
ice cream.
Oh, there's no ice
No
cream.
ice cream.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
I'm
there you
doing
go.
rum chata.
Oh,
So what's going to be some dark rum chata, some root beer. That's basically it.
Okay, well, mine's called Father's Milk, frozen Father's Milk.
Dad's creamy root beer float. That's what I'm making.
So yeah, look forward to that. That's coming up real soon here.
Is rum chata vegan?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
I don't know what's in rum
You put milk
chata.
in it?
What's in rum chata?
I don't know. You're making it.
Wait, hang on. I think it's just rice water.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a horchata, I believe, is just rice water.
Yeah.
That's straight.
Yeah, that's vegan. Rich's
we're in.
vanilla ice cream concoction, though, not so much.
Not as much.
Unless
no.
you use vegan heavy
Oh,
whipping
dude,
cream.
Dude, it is vegan. Totally vegan. I forgot to tell you that.
You got the vegan ice cream.
I'm gonna
If you want me to have to squatty potty all over this studio, you let me eat that ice
Which,
cream.
by the way, I'm very happy to hear that they're a sponsor on 760 now. You realize that I've been a Squatty Potty owner for a decade plus? I mean, it's come with
Oh,
us
wait.
to a bunch of different places we've lived.
Can you imagine if you start doing Squatty Potty live reads?
Oh,
Can we get a sample?
a sample of what?
Yeah, can you give us a let's pitch it to them.
Okay, yeah.
I will cut
Oh.
this and send it to them
You want to cut
as our pitch.
in the biz? They call that a spec.
Yes.
Okay, check
So
this
let's
out.
do a spec.
'Cause
Let's
when
do a
you said-
live spec
when you-
right now on the air.
When you said sample, I thought you were asking Rich to use the Squatty Potty
Yeah, it was like stool.
I mean, I'm thinking, my God, what is wrong with you?
All right.
I'm
how
a
about this?
scientific person.
I guess.
Hey, I'm Big Rich. And if there's one thing I know, it's squatty potty. If you want a full and complete elimination, you're going to want your knees hovering somewhere nipple height. So what you do, you sit down on the ball as one would, and you take this squatty potty, which is basically a step stool that wraps perfectly around the base of your bowl. You saddle up, partner, and you just let it rip. And let me tell you something. Sometimes you walk out of there and you're like, I mean, did that even happen?
Wow.
That's how. And then also you think like, well, now all of a sudden I got more room than I thought I would.
Squatty potties. Hey, they work.
They work. Also, actually, and this is a true story. If you got little kids, you know how like they pee all over the bathroom, whether they're standing up or sitting down. This actually helps because when they sit down on the bowl, their feet don't dangle.
It's good.
So they have a place to put their feet, and then they when they have a seat, then they have a little bit of a step stool themselves.
The base of my toilet is square.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be more difficult.
No, squatty potty
But-
it'll be able to handle that.
Maybe I can heat it up,
No.
and while it's soft, I can just push it against it.
By the way, who has a square toilet? What
It's
planet?
it's the bold look of
SpongeBob
Kohler.
SquarePants.
What's the matter with you?
It's not the bowl, just the base.
Okay, all right. Listen,
Square
relax.
toilet.
Nobody's judging
Wait,
you.
So it's a square column with like a toilet bowl on top.
it's beautiful. It's
Can
the
you,
bold
do
look
you have a
of
picture?
Kohler. Do I have a picture of my toilet? Of
Yeah.
course I do. What? No, I don't have a picture of my toilet.
It's my wallpaper. Hang on, here. I don't know. It's my lock screen on my phone.
Do you know that they say that if you have trouble going to and what was the term eliminating?
Mhm.
If you have trouble eliminating, something, this is gonna be
We read all this in an editorial.
Oh yeah.
if
of
you
course,
have
of course.
picture a dog doing it,
Yeah.
and it'll actually
Oh,
trigger
yeah.
you to do it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, look, we were once not as civilized, right? I mean, most of your these occurrences would happen out on the prairie or while you're being chased down by big cats, being chased up trees and stuff like that. I mean, human beings, your descendants, they were murderous, terrified animals who ran away from other bigger animals. That's where we came from.
Did you see that homeless lady out in Florida? She got eaten by an alligator.
Dude, I'm telling you, that used to be our lives before we had like roofs and fireplaces and mortgages. We were running from alligators
Not anymore.
on the reg.
On the reg.
Yeah. Now, for a very low cost, you can have a full and complete elimination by mimicking life when we were being chased down by our natural predators in the sanctity and safety of your own home.
We should probably move on to the era of the highly overpaid veteran quarterback.
Let me tell you something. So the NFL fixes things when they run amok, especially financially for the owners. And this is something that I see coming to an end soon. So I don't know if it's comparable or if like these numbers, if you scooped up the percentage of the salary cap that NFL teams are paying quarterbacks now, and you compare it to 20 years ago, if those numbers are exactly the same, I don't know if the percentage has increased. It certainly feels like it has. It feels like teams are spending more of their salary cap on quarterbacks than they ever have been. But there was a point where the NFL draft, first round, first overall draft picks, like think back to the last one that really got broke off, like Sam Bradford would get $50 million up front guaranteed before he stepped onto a football field. And you were like, whoa, what? Like it's more profitable to be a first round or a first overall draft pick than it is to be like a pretty competent veteran quarterback in this league. Well, those days went away because they capped the draft. And so as a reaction to that, here we are a decade, maybe a decade and a half later since they've capped the draft. And now you're seeing guys getting paid at the quarterback position on potential alone. I'll give you a couple of names, and I know they're talented guys, but what have they really done in terms of playoff success? Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. All three of those guys. Now, don't get me wrong.
Joe Burrow made a Super Bowl.
Don't get me wrong, very talented, but how often has he been available? The guy's always hurt.
Right. But he does have the best resume of the three.
Of the three, he's got the best resume. And by the way, he's getting paid more than the other two.
He's also been a part of the most competent of those three organizations. That's the thing is like, do you trust the Jaguars? Do you like, as an organization, you believe in yourself to build around your quarterback, which is why you're going to invest in something like this. But like, as an outsider, this is a team that hasn't finished over 500 since 2016. Like, do you really believe that they're going to build around this investment in a way that they're going to be successful?
Oh, I don't trust the Jaguars. I don't trust the Cincinnati Bengals. I barely trust the Chargers. I mean, those are three organizations that have fumbled and mishandled their salary cap, or quote unquote I wouldn't say it about the Jags owner, Shad Khan, but Cincinnati and LA, both the Chargers and the Bengals have owners that have been, described as quote unquote cheap and, reluctant to spend a lot of money in guarantees because it comes out of their own pocket. So they lose a lot of those free agents who they're trying to corral. Just think Keenan Allen. I mean, like, that's a free agent they could have re-signed. They could have spent some guaranteed money on. And I get it. He's getting a little long in the tooth, but did he have another good year? There were a couple of good years that he could have played along with Justin Herbert. Yeah, I do think that's accurate. So I don't trust the Chargers and the Jags. The point I'm trying to make is all three of these guys, not a Super Bowl between them, all of them getting paid over $50 million.
What is Burrow's contract?
Burrow he's averaging $55 million a year.
So, but the same as Lawrence.
5-year, 275 was his extension.
That was Burrow's also. Yeah, wow.
Okay. I mean,
that's so much money.
If you compare this to the housing market, Rich, which you like to do, which it makes sense, it's easy to wrap your head around. That's just what a 4-bedroom house costs. That if you are in the market and you need 4 bedrooms, you're going to pay $55 million a year for your quarterback. That's it. Now, if you want to pay less, well, you're going to have less house.
But there are so the same way I use the comparison for real estate with quarterbacks, there are sometimes market adjustments. Like 2008, all of a sudden there's a housing crash. All of a sudden prices come down in the majority of neighborhoods across the United States. I'm not saying there's going to be a market crash, because I don't think there ever won't be the demand for the supply like what all of a sudden happened in our economy. But what I do know is that NFL owners are reticent to spend as much as they've been spending guaranteed upfront for a guy. Like, again, between the three quarterbacks I just mentioned, not a single one of them has a Super Bowl title to their name. As a matter of fact, the three of those quarterbacks on an average annual salary are getting paid more than Patrick Mahomes, who's a back-to-back Super Bowl champ.
Right.
So to me, it's an overinflated market. And I think the NFL is going to do something. The 32 owners, they're going to get together at one of their meetings and they're going to be like, we need to hit the brakes on how much we're paying quarterbacks, because guys are getting broke off like silly amounts of money.
But it's also the team showpiece. It's also not just the part that you're going to build everything around, but if you have someone who has a good resume, now all of a sudden you can attract other pieces to build around it.
Yeah.
So if you want to bring in a wide receiver, they want someone to throw to them.
Oh yeah.
So they don't want to just get paid. They want someone to throw to them. So you got to have somebody. Trevor Lawrence, I don't trust, but what are you going to do? You're stuck.
Look, he's talented. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve what he's been paid, because I fall more in line with players when it comes to these debates. Anyways, these owners are making billions and billions of dollars. None of them can cry poverty. Not a single one of them is in a situation where they can't afford to have a starting quarterback make this sort of money. So that's not, trust me, and by the way, no ill will towards owners either. I like the sport. I like the league. I want to see this continue. Like I said, like we were talking about golf, like the higher the purse, the more competitive you assume that the league is going to be, the more money at the quarterback position, the better talent at the youth levels you're going to see competing to become pro quarterbacks as they filter through college and get to the league, because people are going to want to play in a league where they could potentially sign a contract that's going to earn them. I mean, Jared Goff is getting paid $53 million a year in annual salary.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where this market is. Jared Goff. Now, don't get me wrong. His past 2 seasons with the Detroit Lions have been phenomenal. That team was a heartbeat away from representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. So I get it. Like, I know it's on an upward trajectory in Detroit right now, and he's been great for the Lions as a leader and a player. But this is where this market's at. It feels like they've gone way over their skis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You still got to build for success, though. Like Travis said, like, it is a good piece to attract, but like, if you're not attracting as an organization, if you have trouble identifying the right pieces for your quarterback, the reason that Jared Goff is so successful is because they built a system around him that works so well for him. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the offensive line, like Jacksonville had the 28th ranked offensive line last year. They had the 24th ranked offensive line Trevor Lawrence's rookie year in 2021. His best season was 2022 when they had the 10th best offensive line. So we could point the fingers at Trevor Lawrence like I did before. 20-30 overall record, has one playoff win, QBR that is barely over the league average, but you can't really pin all of it on him because they just haven't built around him.
Oh, and I never will. I never will. I agree with you. Wins and losses are not a QB stat.
Well, here's no, I agree with that. But here we go. Another wrinkle. Not a great resume when it comes to postseason. About to be the highest paid quarterback in the history of the NFL, in my opinion, Dak Prescott. He's going to get broke off.
He's going to get paid. And listen, I don't know if it's by Dallas or if it's going to be by a different team, but Dak Prescott is waiting in line. Jordan Love behind him probably. There's a couple of quarterbacks who just saw this Trevor Lawrence deal and went, yeah,
yep,
me too, and soon.
Yeah,
that's how this
lock
league
it
works.
up, lock it up. But yeah, I don't see any decrease anytime soon.
615 number on the text line says, do you think Tua is an imposter? Because I certainly do. No way he would be making anywhere close to 50 mil a year. I would trade him for Brock Purdy right now, and I'm not kidding.
I'm telling you, Brock Purdy's about to get paid like that.
Yeah.
Tua is probably about to get paid like that. And that's when the rubber starts meeting the road. When Jordan Love, after one solid year, maybe half of a year coming up this next season, Brock Purdy after 2 solid years, maybe half of this year, if it's going well, you're going to start seeing some of these contract extensions come through where you're like, yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, it's already happened, this league. But to your points, and I don't disagree with them, you need that quarterback is the face of an organization. All right. Continues on a Bar Card Friday. We have the OG's $50 gift card. If you want to just go ahead and click that talkback mic, it's the microphone button next to the play button on the free iHeart Radio app. Let us know what the worst Father's Day gift you've ever received to us. Or given. Yeah. Honestly, because everybody's a son or a daughter. Not everybody's a dad.
Right.
So you can contribute as well on a Bar Card Friday. So we will do that. And whoever sends a talk back in, you'll automatically be qualified for that $50 OG's gift card. And then our 5 winners this week of the $50 OG's gift card is going to have their name thrown in a hat. And one of those winners is going to join us golfing at Jesse Lozano's tournament.
Woo! Rich, before we go to break, can you tell me the story about how you got skinny?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I certainly can.
Real quick.
It's a grand tale.
Before we get into that, J-Riff, are you going to be here on the board while we're out there at the tournament? Are you going to be part of that day?
Based on there's like a 60% chance.
Okay. All right. There's a 40% chance that no one will be here.
That's right.
Okay.
Right. It's potential that we're not even on the air.
Carry on, Fatty McFatty.
Yeah, that's what they used to call me. I'd be walking down the streets of San Diego and people would be like, Fatty McFatty, over here. Then I would turn, they'd click, the paparazzi, they would take pictures, and it would be so embarrassing. It was like Ben Affleck when he was going through that chubby phase, and he had that neck, and he's smoking cigarettes. He looked so disappointed in himself, and that was me. I was so fat.
God, I remember you crying in here.
Repulsive, a lot of crying.
Oh, my
gosh.
Crying.
And those tears.
We would all just laugh and point.
You would. Those tears were greasy and salty and reminiscent of mayonnaise. I was disgusting.
God, Fletcher put it on his hot dog.
Yeah, just regular old fatty boom batty. And then I met Wayne and Chloe from SDFatLoss.com, and it all changed. Wayne,
crazy.
He said, hey, get over here, fatso. Let me give you a hug.
Yeah.
Chloe, she was like, listen, let's do something about the mayonnaise tears. And I was like, okay, thank you, Chloe. And so they took me under their warm wing and they showed me the path. I started losing weight the natural way, guys. Okay.
Mhm.
And if you're wondering what that is and what that feels like, you got to get to sdfatloss.com. sdfatloss.com. No counting points, no counting calories, no exercise needed. Just good old fashioned stick to itiveness attitude and a couple of friends, Wayne and Chloe, along your side.
Giving you a very nice roadmap on how to do this.
No big deal. With that roadmap, Travis found daylight. He's down over 31 pounds.
Woo!
Me, down over 35. Fletch, you could barely see him when he turned sideways. The guy, I mean, he could hide behind a flagpole.
Right.
He is down 50 plus pounds. Unbelievable results.
These are actual numbers.
Those
by
are
the way.
real numbers.
It sounds like we're joking, we're making it up. We actually dropped that much weight, and you can too.
The show has lost over 110 pounds cumulatively. That is a person. We've lost a person's weight.
That's more than J-Riff, I think. Insane.
Yeah. So
Wow.
if you too want to lose weight, sdfatloss.com. It's summer season. You're going to be taking your shirt off, popping that top at the beach. We get it. We get it. Maybe you're gonna wear something revealing on
like we do
like on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Like we do. Yeah.
Speedo Sunday.
something revealing on Father's Day. Once a year I go just nasty.
You know what? Today it's gonna be Daddy's Day. Get the cheeks out. Look, the point is with Wayne and Chloe, you're going to lose a ton of weight. You're going to do it the natural way. And you're going to save $200 if you mention the show, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. When you talk to them, you set up your free consultation. sdfatloss.com. That's sdfatloss.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival. It's back, and it's happening September 20th and 21st at T-Mobile Arena out in Las Vegas. I'm talking 2 nights, 1 stage, with live performances by Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett. The list keeps going on and on and on. Our exclusive Capital One cardholder pre-sale, I think Week wraps up at 10 o'clock today. Then it goes on sale to the general public. Make sure you go to iHeartRadio.com for tickets and information. The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Boo, sing it next time.
We're more than great coats. Ow!
This update is presented by Sandag. Padres begin a 3-game series against the Mets this afternoon. 4:10 is the first pitch. Matt Waldron is your first pitcher for the Padres. He's taking on Sean Manaea. Stanley Cup Finals, Florida took a 3-0 lead in the series after pulling out a 4-3 win last night against Edmonton. And day 2 of the U.S. Open is underway. Patrick Cantlay, who tallied round 1's best score at 5 under, tees off at 10:25. Looking for a better commute? Join a Vanpool. Riding in a Vanpool saves you time by skipping traffic in the HOV lane. It also helps you save money on gas, parking, and other driving costs. Start saving at sandag.org/Vanpool. That's sandag.org/Vanpool.
Yes, sir.
Waiting for it. Woo! Big Rich TD and Fletch. San Diego Sports 760 Bar Cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle. Tony Kanja, I'm sure on the way in right now.
No doubt.
Getting ready to come in on a Father's Day edition, part due. So we're going to mix up some Father's Day drinks and talk some sports adjacent topics. Also, we're looking for some of your talkbacks here. What's the worst Father's Day present you've ever given or received? Hit us up on the talkback mic, only on the free iHeartRadio app. Do you have some, J-Riff?
Yeah, they starting to flow in.
Are we
allowed
we
to play
do-
any of them?
Yeah.
I've only previewed one so far.
Is it not available for air?
Oh, no, it should be available.
Okay,
for
good.
air.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
How common or how good do we think the transcript is that inscribes all of the
I got a dumb button.
the dump button exists? It's
yeah,
fine.
roll
Yeah.
the dice.
yeah.
Sure.
See
Do
what
you
happens.
guys know you have a dump button on your side?
Yeah, it's F.
Why do you think that is?
F for dub.
Yeah, for funny.
We got to do. Yeah,
He
Yeah,
didn't
no,
know any other pitchers.
No,
fired
dude,
up.
Chucky Lozano. Now look, is it possible to throw a rising fastball? No, it's not, because the physics and gravity forbid you from you put so much spin on it. I mean, it looks like you get rising action. You're gonna get a lot of swing and misses with Chucky Lozano on the mound.
I can't wait. Although he's not joining the Padres until 2025, 26.
That's fine, because Matt Walsh will need his help.
Right. Michael Burger King.
Randy Vasquez
Yeah.
will need his help. Fill out that rotation while we're waiting for Musgrove and Darvish to get back.
Vasquez, very viscous.
That's really gross. So
That's what
gross.
they say.
Which, by the way,
Call him Viscous Vasquez.
which brings me right back to our Bar Cart Friday Father's Day edition, where I will make father's milk, frozen father's milk.
And I'll be making Dad's creamy root beer floats.
Rich, don't go on vacation for his sake, please.
You got to douche it down.
Yeah, you heard Joe Moon, and when Joe Moon talks, we listen. So
Right.
you gotta keep it cool with the douchiousness,
Although
and also
the shirt's coming
I was
off
gonna say that means my shirt needs to stay on.
in 23 minutes.
No, the shirt's. Yeah, you gotta pop the top. You don't have to say a lot. You could just slowly remove it when this studio fills with other people.
You should flex the entire time for the YouTube audience. just keep doing poses. That's right. Yeah. Oh, wow. You practice this in the mirror.
Look at this. Oh,
Wow.
did you see the tricep? It looks like a
Golly.
horse kicked him right in the back of the arm. My God. Are you swollen, or is that thing pumped up? God
By the
dang,
way,
man.
this is the 1 year anniversary of the Hardwood and Balls Classic as J Riff lifts his trophy above his head.
Wow.
We bet on the wrong horse.
We did. We trained Fletch ahead of the Hardwood and Balls Classic. Our the third voice on this show.
Mhm.
Normally, J Riff jumping in the seat for him, and Fletch really disappointed us. He,
Right. I remember at one point I said, "Hey, do you think you should?" This is behind the scenes, by the way.
Yeah, BTS.
Yeah,
BTS.
Right.
Yeah,
I said,
BTS.
"You think you should practice shooting a little bit?"
Mm.
And he said, and I quote, "Nah, I got this." He did not have this.
The day of the game, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna run out to 7-Eleven. You want me to get you anything?" He's like, I'm like, "I'm getting you a pizza. I'm your coach for this thing." I'm like, "I'm getting you a pizza if you'll eat it." He goes, "That sounds good." And I was like, "Okay." And so I his pregame meal, I kid you not, was a 7-Eleven pizza. And I mean a pizza. I'm pretty sure he ate the whole thing, maybe half of it. And then a giant Slurpee.
This was pre-SD fat loss.
And then he yelled at me. He was like, "Why would you give that to me?" I'm like, I was like,
You requested that.
Do you remember halftime? I think he had another slice of pizza.
No, he was brought a Big Mac and
Oh,
and
is
some
that what it
fries.
was?
Yeah.
And he refused.
Maybe it was a fry. But my favorite leading up in the days leading up, he was so confident. He's like, "I may not win, but I'm going to surprise a few people."
Okay, so
Surprisingly worse than we thought.
that confidence level changed though hours before
Yeah.
the event.
Oh, you think so?
Because leading up to it, he was going to dominate you.
Yeah.
He was going to eviscerate you out at the Hardwood and Balls Classic. And then about the day before, all of a sudden, he got a little nervous.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he must have gotten a basketball in his hand and like ran around and done a couple things. He's never admitted this to us, but I agree with you. The confidence was rattled as we got closer to the match, and we're like, "Hey, hey, what's going on here?" He's like, "Well, I mean, we'll see what happens." I'm just like, "Whoa. Why all of a sudden the change in tone?"
So what's funny is J Riff came in here maybe a week or two before the Hardwood and Balls Classic and put on a dribbling display.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And Fletch would not participate.
He wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't do it.
He refused.
But I think you got in his head a little bit because then it was several days later. I do believe you posted a video on Twitter. It was
Hype.
Twitter at the time.
Hype video.
Yeah. and you were making shots.
I was dunking.
You were dunking.
I dunked in that video.
That
You
is
did.
that is true. You
Yeah.
did dunk on a regulation rim. We saw
We
it-
did
Bill
see
Russell's
that.
court.
Yeah, we saw it.
We did see it. But you didn't need to dunk in the Hardwood Balls Classic because you were just left to your own devices to shoot without anyone.
It was like I was playing against Luka Doncic with no defense.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Listen, he's not here to defend
And
himself.
that's the only comp ever between Fletch and Luka
Yeah.
Doncic.
but yeah. But even if he was, he's not good at defense anyways.
Correct.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the Padres out in New York City, they play today at
Mhm.
4:10. I mean, is there any chance they lose?
No chance ever again. Look, the funny thing about the Padres is, and J. Riff brought this up, and it was intelligent. Look, here's the reality of the situation. When you have a team who goes toe-to-toe with A's and gets swept, and then you follow it up with a sweep of who was it? No, the Angels, and
Angels,
get
yeah.
swept, and then you followed up with a home series against the A's. By the way, both of them terrible baseball teams.
Really bad.
And you sweep them, what does it say about you? Well, I mean, what it says about you is the same thing we know about the Padres all season long, which is they're just horribly inconsistent.
I thought you were playing a talkback right there. Did you have a talkback?
I was listening to one in queue.
Oh,
Did you
I-
hear it?
Yeah, well, I thought you made a signal like you were going to go. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I was pointing.
No, I was turning the audio. I was just manipulating the
Oh, okay.
sound in here.
Well, I apologize.
The
I'm
talkback
sorry-
that
I'm
I
sorry,
did
former
preview-
NFL player Rich.
The talkback I previewed will not make the air.
Oh,
TD, thank you.
Yeah.
Is the floor mine? The floor returns to Senator
I
Ornberger.
thought we were going right into a talkback. Nope.
But they are horribly inconsistent. And look, they'll go to New York and they'll face a bad Mets team. And who knows? I mean, maybe they'll beat them too. Maybe they'll sweep the Mets. Maybe they could keep the hot streak going.
And be 5 over 500.
It's possible. Here's the one thing I do know about the Padres. What they've taught me this season is at some point it's going to swing horribly in the opposite direction. Now, unless they fixed it, unless unbeknownst to all of us, the Padres are a different team and culturally things have finally set in. Maybe it's the Schilt effect. Maybe it takes a couple of months before it finally crystallizes and hardens and cures and becomes whatever it's supposed to be. Maybe it's Tatis getting hot. Maybe you needed one
Right.
of the big three in terms of the contract sizes, Bogarts, Tatis, Machado, one of the big three to get hot and carry this team for a little while. Maybe a little bit of Machado being off the field for a little bit and making some breathing room for other leaders to emerge on the roster. I don't know. But whatever it was, whatever combination of things, maybe it has formed and maybe the form is set and they're going to be a good team moving forward. My guess, though, based on what they've taught us all season long, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I thought it was going to drop against the A's on the getaway day. It didn't. They found a way. Jackson Merrill found a way to have a multi-homer game and walk off again after Higgy did it the day before. And that's great. But I'm just not counting on it because the Padres have been so inconsistent.
Yeah, but it'd be nice if they could sweep here against a terrible Mets team because then they run into the Phillies and the Brewers. Yeah,
Can't.
not as great. Although they played well against the Brewers. Go ahead, J. Riff.
Yeah,
you had a question and then you said nothing.
Do you know what I learned recently?
Oh boy. Yeah. What did you learn?
That feet, just like stocks, actually increase in value if you take care of them correctly.
I'm so
Your,
glad you
your,
mentioned
your
that.
feet increase.
Your
in value?
feet.
Yeah.
You know what? It's crazy you say that because Rich talks to me about this for hours after the show every day.
Wear them out
Every day.
I can't help myself.
He's like, get those shoes off. Let me see your arch supports.
I concentrate on your arches, and then I say,
Mhm.
you know what? These need support.
Yeah.
And so what I do, I lend them like moral support. Like I
Yeah.
say things like, "Hey, listen, you're not so flat. I know what he says about you." I'm like,
They're like, I like when you build me up though, and you're like, wow, what? Stop maintaining, buddy. Let's strengthen. Let's strengthen.
yeah, that's true too. Yeah. I refuse to let you become complacent. I really do, and that's all with the great help from the Good Feet store. Really, I can't thank them enough for what they've done for my feet, for Travis's feet, for crying out loud. If TD, well, I mean, he looked like Barney Rubble. I took off his shoes one time, like, what are these, pancakes? What are these, flapjacks? I was like, you kidding me? You need to support these arches, and so that's exactly what we did. We went on to the Good Feet store.
You think Fletch is heading to a wedding, going to hit the dance floor without arch supports? No way.
No,
That's
in
crazy
fact,
talk.
In fact, the one day where he popped his arch supports out of his hiking shoes and he took Brock for a walk, guess what happened? Slipped on an acorn, shattered his leg into 10 pieces.
Total devastation. Do you want that to happen to you?
I don't think so, buddy.
No.
So get to the Good Feet
There's only
store.
one way to solve it.
I will threaten you into buying these arch supports. No, I'm kidding. They are game changers for me. So after playing football my whole life, you know, your body's a mess. Hip hurts, back hurts, knee hurts. I had foot and ankle pain that was intermittent on both sides. I mean, it would come and go. It was terrible. So as a result, I was actually getting an MRI on my hip done like a week before or a week later after I set up this appointment at the Good Feet store. I go in there. And it's a try before you buy experience. You walk around the store, see if the arch supports are comfortable for you. I had actually the lady I was working with, she actually went to the back several times to find the most comfortable set of arch supports for me because I wasn't quite satisfied yet. And finally, when I found my pair, I was like, oh, these work. These are comfortable. I left the store, walked around for a week, and I kid you not, I canceled that MRI appointment. This could be your story as well. If you struggle with lower body joint pain, get to the Good Feet store. 200 plus locations around the U.S. and overseas. Goodfeet.com to schedule that first and free try before you buy experience. That's goodfeet.com.
Hit us up on the talk back mic. Just open up the free iHeartRadio app. Listen to San Diego Sports 760 and tap that little microphone icon next to the play button. Leave a 30-second talk back on the talkback mic, only on the free iHeartRadio app. Got milk? Ow!
Big Red Stadium Fletch, San Diego Sports 760 on a Bar Car Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. We got J-Riff in here.
He's like, oh, I don't want to take my shirt off. No, we only have 6.5 minutes.
J-Riff is going to pop his top.
Yeah!
Tony Concha. We're seeing a little skin this morning. Oh, it's going to be wild.
Wow.
It's going to be wild.
Wow. Wild.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Man.
I can't wait to unveil a drink that nobody's ever drank before because I made it up last night.
Did you make it up? Did you look up any recipe at all? Or you're just making this up?
Somebody is drinking the name of that drink.
Okay, it's loosely based on a mudslide, but it should. I mean, if my brain is accurate, it should taste like a peanut butter cup. It's called frozen father's milk.
Frozen father's milk.
Yeah,
I just looked up a recipe,
Yeah.
and I'm just basically doing what it says here and calling it a Father's Day drink.
So this is the recipes are going to be easy to follow. We're going to have them available for you. We're gonna have them available for you this weekend on on our Instagram and TikTok,
Right.
Big Rich TD Fletch. So you can follow us there. There are times where I catch myself in the moment where I'm like, okay, how ridiculous is this? Somebody is paying us to chide our fill-in host to take his shirt off and then drink for the next hour. What?
That's fine.
Like, what the hell are we doing?
That's normal.
Do you realize that there are people last night probably in this county who ran into a flaming building to save someone?
This is true.
And my
This is true.
honorable profession is showing up and being like, guys, I did it. I came up with a new recipe. It's called frozen father's milk.
There's also people who drink and take their clothes off at work and get fired.
That is also
That's
true.
like
That-
we get immunity.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, you gotta turn Tony's mic on.
Oh, wait, hold
Go
on.
ahead. There we go. There we go.
Some volume.
There we go.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually,
Listen.
no. No.
Bye, Tony. It was nice seeing you.
Jeez.
He's so rude. He's so rude to our guests and our
Right.
friends.
You better saddle up, Hal. You've got 7, 8 more hours of radio to do.
And by the way, 5 more minutes until you're doing an hour of that radio with
Shirtless.
yeah, topless. TOPLESS.
Right. So, ladies.
You know what makes the tops come off, Rich?
What's that?
Winning on Prize Picks.
Wow.
Glad you mentioned that.
Wow.
And as a matter of fact, you might want to go back into Fletch's files and see if he left you an ad to play right now.
Oh, that's not you.
yeah. This we recorded one yesterday, but if you need me to rattle one off right here, I will. You tell me.
Well, he sent it to me, but between now and then, you might be done.
Okay, that's fine. Check this out. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. We talk a lot about the Prize Picks app. I love this app. And if you're interested in downloading it today, sign up with promo code DOGS. That's DOGS, first deposit match up to $100. That's promo code DOGS on Prize Picks for a deposit match up to $100. It's really fun to use. In fact, last night they had fourth quarter WNBA Prize Picks that you could choose on, and I fired away and I just put less on all the fourth quarter points.
And
I only won on one of them.
okay.
I only won on one of them, unfortunately for me. But this is the sort of fun you can have. Look, am I a WNBA fan? By no means. By no means at all. I've watched one game so far this season. It was an Indiana Fever game,
and
where
it was
they
just
lost.
for
Caitlin Clark. I watched for one person alone.
To take your shirt off.
Well,
That's right.
Oh wait, that's actually true. Yeah, because I wanted to see J-Riff pop his top.
Right.
Look,
Right.
here's the deal with Prize Picks.
The more we talk about it,
Yeah.
the weirder it sounds.
That's fine. I mean, this show's about two things: Prize Picks and man nipples. Okay. I made my first deposit. It was $100, and I got an instant $100 bonus. That's right. If you have the skills, you could play. You could turn your money into more money, just like old Papa Rich did. Yeah, Prize Picks available in more than 30 states across the country, including this here one, California, Tejas, Georgia. Ever hear of that state, J-Riff? It's on the other side of the country. Anyways, download that today. Yeah, it's Texas.
But that's Georgia.
Habla Espanol. Look, the point is,
Taos?
download the app today. Use promo code DOGS, DOGS, deposit match up to $100. That's DOGS on Prize Picks, woof woof, for a deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Prize Picks.
This update is presented by EvansTire.com. Padres begin a 3-game series against the Mets in New York for 4:10 this afternoon. Yeah, that's right. Matt Waldron and Sean Manaea, your starting pitchers. The Stanley Cup Finals. Florida is taking a 3-0 lead after a 4-3 victory. What, Rich?
It's the Stanley Cup final. It's the NBA Finals. It's the Stanley Cup final. You uncultured swine.
Yeah.
How could you? And by the
Anyways,
way, did you know Chucky Lozano is starting tomorrow for the Padres?
What else is going on?
Well, did you know that the MLS Cup, not the in-season tournament?
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Tons of other things. How
yeah.
about this? Did you also know that Trevor Lawrence signed a $275 million contract?
That's
5
right.
years.
That's right.
Yeah.
And yet another pay-per-view event you wanted to actually pay for has been thwarted. First, no Mike Tyson. Now Conor McGregor. He's injured. He's out. In the WNBA,
Go ahead.
few games last night. The Fever, Cat Scratch the Dream, 91-84. The Storm, Lake Elsinore, the Wings, 92-84.
Oh, that was good.
And the Aces, Insurance, the Mercury, 103-99. This report brought to you by...
Now at Evans Tire and Service Centers, buy 3 Kumo Solus TA51 tires and get 1 free. Optional 6-month deferred financing available with Evans Tire credit card. We ran out of the bed. Walk in or dial pound 250. Keyword Evans Tire. Schedule now. My goodness.
This guy's good. Big Rich. Yeah. 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 Woo! Almost stomped on our title sponsor, Keg and Bottle, kegendbottle.com. By the way, 10 locations around San Diego, and many of which still have this Father's Day gift basket with the Zomos Mezcal, got a couple of cigars, a cutter, torch lighter. We're looking at one of them in front of us right now. Again, only, yeah, let's see that. Yeah.
Oh,
Tony Kanja in studio with us, giving us
I can feel my nicotine withdrawals coming back.
Yeah. Are you a Zyn guy?
No, I kicked the habit like 2 years ago. I smoke a cigar every now and again.
Wait, what happened? Wait, did you dip? Did you chew?
No, I
Did
was
you
smoking.
smoke?
When I moved to San Diego, I was smoking cigs.
What was your cigarette of choice?
Marlboro Reds. I rolled down to the gas station on La Jolla on right in UTC, like Costa Verde Boulevard. There was a gas station. Just roll through there during the pandemic. Nothing else was going on, and buy Marlboro Reds.
It's weird. It's hard to hear you because your shirt's still on.
Yeah. Why is your shirt still on? I mean, it's just us guys in here.
Yeah.
Why don't you just pop the top, get more comfortable? So for anybody
my
confused,
gosh.
J-Riff is on the microphone because Fletch, he had to go to a wedding today. And J-Riff, last time he co-hosted with us, we explained to him something. We're like, look, we are cultured sports fans.
Right.
Like, we like to broaden our horizons.
Right.
And we're not afraid to watch a little women's basketball.
I'm in.
Yeah, we are in.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, Caitlin Clark, who was sweeping through the nation at the time, she was becoming a name. Javer said, why don't you sample her? And we said, yeah, we will.
Wait, what? That's not what I said.
That's what he did. He said, those are his exact
Watch
words.
the game. Watch the game.
And so we said, yeah, sure, no problem. We popped on some Iowa Hawkeyes basketball.
So we did.
And he said, if you watch a full game, I'll do the next show completely shirtless.
He did say that.
And so far, the shirt's still on, J-Ran.
Oh, what?
Are we going to?
What?
So
Wait, this is
disappointed.
quite.
You guys are both
this
over
is quite
18,
the
right?
build-up.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
it is.
just making
What
sure.
does that even matter?
Take your shirt off.
Dude, you go to a beach, you take your shirt off in front of kids.
Wait, yeah, I mean, what do you think is going to happen in there? Just everyone's throwing.
I
their
just don't
underwear
want
at you?
anybody
Okay,
to
hang
get
on.
the wrong
Hang
idea.
on, really quick. This is a true statement from J-Riff. The last time he was on the radio with us, he goes, dude, he was like, I don't want to take my shirt off in studio because I'm worried about an HR violation because of all of the reaction I'm gonna get. Like, it's
He
gonna
said,
be crazy.
Like, it could be legit a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Are you worried about somebody coming in there and just being like, oh my God, I can't keep my hands
That's
on
it.
you?
Yeah, right.
I'm more worried about somebody looking and being like, what is going on? We need to call San Antonio right now.
No, nobody's gonna call
think
San
anybody's
Antonio.
ever
You
done
know
that
how
ever.
often we've had.
Yeah.
We literally had our shirts off, Tony Kanja included,
Yeah,
and then
there was
Jay
whipped
Kennedy.
cream on nipples.
Yeah, that happened.
That
Yeah.
was.
Well, that's acceptable.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
What,
that's
you-
different.
Are you wearing a Speedo? You seem like a Speedo guy.
No, I'm not wearing a Speedo.
Do you wear nothing? Is it just you go
No,
commando?
I'm wearing Calvin Klein's.
Anyway, Jackson Hippolito, Noreen Hippolito's son,
Yes.
in studio with
Mhm.
us as well. He and his buddy Shay, right? Shay came in. So you guys are on the same page, right? Like we all want to see Jay Riff take his shirt off. Is that, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, look at him. He's like water is peacocking right now.
What? Are you pacing over
Yeah,
this?
he's getting
Should I do
sweaty.
some push-ups before I do it?
You know what? Yeah, sure. Whatever you need to do. Why don't you fire up our Bar Card Friday jazz for us?
Yeah,
So
need
we
it.
have a little background music as we get ready to do our first taster here. Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, what did you pour out for us?
I think should happen. What I love enjoying for Father's Day is a barrel pick. So what I brought us is a couple barrel picks that you should buy for your father. First one from Frey Ranch.
Yep.
Frey Ranch. I mean, we've done a bunch of barrel picks with them. We're a big fan of their product. And what's nice about these are it's unique. You can't just go buy a barrel pick from any store. So that's what makes it unique, and it's something thoughtful that you did for your father.
That's cool.
That's very cool. And Frey Ranch actually has kind of become my go-to at the Dale household.
Yeah.
My wife Sarah, she likes the rye just like over ice. It's crazy.
I just bought it for our school principal
Did
for
you?
our school principal because he has to put up with our kids. So I was just like, yeah, he probably needs some bourbon after that school year. Yeah, and it's good stuff. The juice is good. I've never had the barrel pick though, so I'm excited to try
Right,
this.
right. Shay, you already lifted it up and took a sip. What's up with that?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right, so Jackson, Shay, go
Jackson,
ahead.
are you? How much whiskey have you had? How much bourbon have you tasted
Yeah.
in your life? I mean, it's your first time. You just turned 21. Yeah.
That's not real. No,
No, that count it.
that's like Fleshman's is vodka.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
it is. Comes out of a bottle, doesn't it?
What did
They
you
distill it.
Fleshman's?
You never Fleshman's vodka?
That's his nickname. On the,
All right, here we go. Here we go.
So everyone's giving a little taste.
Golly.
yeah,
Yeah, do that for your pops.
that's
Ooh,
good stuff.
man. Yeah.
Tasted really good.
What do you think, Shay?
Airborne.
Yeah.
Airborne.
Airborne.
Yeah.
Airborne.
Sounding good.
I'm not sure what that means, but
Yeah,
I'm in.
That's approved. We approve.
okay. All right, Jackson.
I don't have a cool phrase for it, but
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. What the proof on this one? Whew, man, it's
I'm
up
gonna say,
there.
I'm gonna say the proof to me that's coming in pretty hot. I'm gonna say 110.
I'll say 121.
wow. Boys.
It was so hot I had to take my shirt off.
Finally.
He did it. He did do a couple of push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
yeah,
are
could
you
tell.
so fit?
Yeah.
What do you do?
What are you talking about?
What?
What? Yeah. Like, what's
What-
your workout regime look like? You big push-pull guy? You going upper body?
I'm
lower
actually
body?
doing. I actually am doing a push-pull program right now. Yeah.
I figured.
I was doing a little upper body, lower body split, and now I've switched after 12 weeks.
Do you
to,
do
so-
abs
so
on
you did-
cardio
you did-
days or do you
cardio every day.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you were doing an upper body, lower body split, but now you switch it up. So now you do a lower body, upper body split.
No, it's push-pull. So some days you're pulling, some days you're pushing.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
I knew that.
You want to
Yeah.
keep the
A little
Anyways.
give and take.
the flexors
Yeah.
flexing, the extensors
You know what?
extending. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty.
'cause I grew up out here and we call it something different.
Yeah, that's
I don't
right. That's right. Hey, yeah. Like, are you a zone 2 cardio guy? Or are you going max?
No,
effort?
you keep it under 145 beats per minute. You go like
Sure.
you go sub cardiovascular, so because that's how you shed the fat.
Yeah.
But you go, so I go like 4.2 speed, 15 incline for about 20 minutes.
on the elliptical.
No, on the
or-
treadmill.
On the treadmill. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna
yeah,
vomit.
Yeah. What's your VO2 max, bro?
Actually, I just checked. I'm above average. I'm at like a 50 something right now.
Turn his mic off
Yeah,
immediately. Turn his mic
I-
off.
Oh wait,
immediately.
I have control over that.
I ate a protein bar one time.
Yeah,
which
saw
I
it.
have one. I
pretty
have one
much-
for you actually.
I'm full
You
right
sure?
now though.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never heard you
Yeah.
say that before.
I watched him eat that protein
I
bar.
did say that yesterday when you offered me vegan pizza.
I have a vegan protein bar for you.
God, how do you make a protein bar worse? I know. Make it vegan. Why are not
all right.
all proteins bars vegan?
What is the proof on this? I'm dying.
128.
Dude, you were the closest.
128.
Bob Barker, you would join the showcase.
Woo!
Yeah,
I'm
you'd
in.
You'd be
I'm
getting a
in.
chance at spinning the wheel.
That 128 is a pretty high proof.
Oh,
That's going to get us there quick.
yeah,
I want more.
And what's cool about this one, we usually have different whiskey clubs that are doing these barrel picks.
Yeah.
But this one we have the Dragon Slayer from the Survivor Ship do it. So there's
Oh.
the Dragon Slayer without a shirt on.
Right.
Get a
Yeah.
close-up to see
Mm-hmm. Compare side by side.
He's tanner than me.
if or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's close body
it's
type wise.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
If you wear
Like,
capri pants and hold a shillelagh, you and him, well, actually, depending on what's going, you might have a shillelagh. Who
Wow.
knows? Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. We do this barrel pick, so there's some of these available, but there's many barrel picks available.
that is absolutely fantastic. What's the price on one of those here on a?
Price on most barrel picks are going to fluctuate between $80 and about $150.
Yeah.
Most of them being around $100.
Well,
So
we-
it's a really good gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For,
And if dad isn't close by, you can ship it to him.
anywhere in the country.
Keganbottle.com. I do this we've probably done it a handful of times with my pops is we'll all go in on a really nice bottle.
Yeah.
So, something in that price range, $150, $200, $250. You get a couple of siblings together, you buy dad a nice bottle, and by the way, he's going to be happy.
Yes.
I mean, trust me, it doesn't take much. I know, I'm there.
Dude, it's something cool. It's not just a good drink, but it's something cool to put up on the shelf. It's a showpiece. You talk about it, and when the family gathers, and you pour a little out, whew, it's a good time. That's fantastic.
Here's what I do know. You're going to need a barrel pick that's about 128 proof to handle what the Padres have done to us so far this season. The Pods, they've been up and down, inconsistent all season long. And they're heading out to face the New York Mets. You can leave your shirt off.
Yeah,
Dude,
what? Time out.
Dude, you keep your shirt off.
Kim, sales manager Kim.
Kim is like, what the hell is going on in here?
She's now handling
problem.
She's now handling accounts from San Diego to Sacramento.
That's
this
correct.
woman is busy, and if she has one request, J Riff, it's to see more of J Riff.
Right. Do you have any problem with J Riff and his shirt off? I'm good. She said she's good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good. He needs to put it back on.
No. She
She's-
said
keep
like
it rolling.
that is a-okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I did not say that.
I think she said that.
She walked in and growled. And
Right,
we were
yeah.
like, Kim!
Because I actually didn't know she was here, but I heard off in the distance, I heard mommy like. And I was like, wow.
It was like this loud purring. Look, the point is, J
I am
Riff,
allergic to cats, for the record.
Why do you want to be the buzzkill?
I saw him or I heard him sneeze earlier today. It was somewhat adorable.
Well, that's how I get the
was it-
abs, because I sneeze so hard.
Yeah.
Was it
When you, yeah, exactly.
was it one of the real loud sneezers, or was it the loud buildup like
So the Padres are facing the Mets.
they are?
First pitch 410. Matt Waldron on the mound, who's been actually dazzling out there over the past 5, 6
Oh, no.
starts. Yeah, there we go. We got Gary.
Yeah,
and
Gary.
The more
Gary
people
Phillips.
come in,
He's
the
coming
more
No,
uncomfortable I get.
no.
You're gonna
Gary,
be-
Gary locked eyes.
You're gonna hit the point of diminishing returns where you feel like, yeah, this isn't bad, and then you hit a peak. Yeah, no.
Gary, you can take your shirt off too if you want.
We're gonna be honest with you. Pop the top. It's that kind of party.
Gary, if you can't sell this, what are we doing?
Exactly right. He said, if you can't sell that, what are we doing?
That's right. That's right.
Happy Father's Day,
Yeah.
by the way, to all the dads out there who are going to be celebrating this weekend. We've got Ticket Palooza continuing on. And since we've given away only one pair, we actually came across another pair of Noah Khan tickets. And I sort of feel like we need to give that away right now. So
Oh, that's a good call.
877-767-4760. If you want to see Noah Khan at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater, June 18th show, Ticketmaster.com for deets and seats, or you could just call that number right now, be caller number 5, and you're going to see Noah Khan coming up again. June 18th is when that show is. We carry on a Bar Cart Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego, making our favorite Father's Day drinks. Now, what's interesting about this is yesterday we did Father's Day themed drinks. And so this
Last
show,
week.
excuse me, what did I say last year?
Yesterday?
sorry, last week we did Father's Day themed drinks. Today we're going to make our own. So TD is getting busy pulling stuff out of his cooler. He's making what again is it's
I don't know.
You're-
Dad's creamy root beer float. Apparently, got to be careful with the ice.
yeah.
The cups will fall right on the ground.
So Dad's creamy root beer float. What ingredients are going into this again?
Well, I'm using Dad's root beer. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Well, Tony does it without using his hands, which is way more sanitary.
Yeah, that's probably
So-
the right way to do it.
So it's literally, let me go to the recipe here. If I don't even know where it's at, wherever it may be, it's root beer, it's dark rum, and rum chata. That's it. That's all it is. I don't know where the recipe went, so we're just gonna pretend I have it. Anyways, the recipe called for 2 ounces of everything, and I thought if I just batch make it,
Yeah.
I can just maybe times it by 4.
Yeah.
That means 1 cup.
Oh yeah. Good
So
point.
right. So I'm gonna start out. Hang on, let me.
Let's see what's going on
Got
here.
some rum chata here from
the-
Keg and Bottle. You can find that at all 10 Keg and
Pass
Bottle
me the
locations.
rum chata
Okay.
while you're getting the next
Okay.
couple
All right.
ingredients out. What is in here?
Yeah, just on ice. We should try that just on ice just for fun.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
should?
Actually, you want some in your cup, Jackson? Hang on a second. I don't know if it's vegan. Yeah, no, I'll just dump it in his mouth. That's disgusting.
Get on a knee so Rich can pour it in.
It's
Wow.
Caribbean rum. Yeah, I mean, he takes his
What is
shirt
going
off. I
on?
mean, he's lost his damn mind over there. It's Caribbean rum with real dairy cream. Sorry, J-Riff. Sorry, bud.
Oh, see, I knew it had real cream in it.
You want to take a hit of that?
What?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, let's give that a try.
There's a cup of.
Dude, that's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's really good.
Well, I
Yeah.
just used a cup of Kraken black spiced rum.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll give
All
you
right.
the rum chata.
The rum chata. We'll come back over here.
Pass that down to Shay after
Okay,
you're done with it
all
because
right.
he should taste that.
I'm gonna use a cup of this.
Isn't that
yeah.
good? That's actually tasty, dude.
Hold on. We're gonna pour that in Shay's. Okay. And then it's 6 ounces of Dad's root beer, which
Oh. Real quick, are you a Boston fan? Am I remembering that correctly? Celtics fan? J-Riff, do you think they have a chance, or is it done?
It was over before it started.
Yeah, I felt
Yeah.
the same way. I said Celtics in 5 before this started. Everybody wanted to see Luka and Kyrie have this magical thing happen over the course of the NBA Finals. I'm like, there's no chance.
Nope.
They're going to be completely outclassed. Boston, the entire playoffs, by the way, they've dominated everybody. It sort of felt like they were playing with their food through the NBA postseason on the Eastern Conference side.
And by the way, second most consecutive road wins in NBA playoff history.
second most consecutive.
They're at
road
10
wins.
right now.
Oh,
The
wow.
Lakers
wow.
in 2012 won 12 consecutive road
Well,
games.
technically, I guess you could say no. I guess it wouldn't be the Lakers because even in the bubble, they lost some of those games. But I was going to say all those were road games.
Oh, yeah. I can't have it.
Wait, what do you
Oh.
got? What's going on?
I'm pouring it up here. It's foamier than I thought. There was a hole in that cup. It poured everywhere.
This is
So I used Dad's root beer because,
Because daddy.
Father's Day. Well, that's it. That's it. That's all I'm pouring.
We were one short.
Oh, well, whatever.
Oh, are our phones working? Did they ring for the Noah?
Yeah,
Con?
we're good.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
All right, so we gave away the Noah Con tickets.
right.
By the way, coming up in just a little bit, we've got the San Diego County Fair tickets. We have a 4-pack to give away. Also, Darrell Hall tickets to give away. That's coming up as well. And whoever wins on the talkback, Mike, everybody who's left a talkback for us, and you can leave a talkback, clicking the little microphone button next to the play button on the free iHeartRadio app. You're in the running for a $50 gift card. If you win that gift card, you're in the running to qualify for Jesse Lozano's golf event. You'll be golfing with us next Friday. So a lot to give away on Ticketpalooza on a Bar Cart Friday. But let's try Father's Creamy Root Beer.
Dad's. So I used Dad's root beer.
Okay.
6 ounces of that are what you're supposed to use. 2 ounces of a dark spice rum, which we use the Kraken, which I got from Keg and Bottle. And then 2 ounces of rum chata, which also got from Keg and Bottle. And then I just poured it over ice. We'll see what happens.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I'm right.
It's an
Yeah, I
adult
can do it.
version of
That
your-
is.
That actually, I cannot believe that works. Okay, so
I mean, that's pretty easy.
so here's the problem. That tasted good. I'm about to make something that could taste awful. I mean, legitimately.
What?
Yeah,
Come on.
I've never. Well, I mean,
Father's milk?
that's what's coming up on the other side, folks. So if you're not impressed yet with Dad's creamy root beer, you just lock it in. It's a Bar Cart Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. You can get all the ingredients we've talked about so far at Keg and Bottle or keggandbottle.com. And oh, by the way, don't forget about the Zomos Mezcal gift basket, cigars, cutter, torch lighter, all of that included. Only $80. It's a value of over $130. Normal pricing. It's been deeply discounted. 10 available at the 10 locations all throughout San Diego. How many are available in these stores? Are these going pretty fast or?
I don't know how many are left.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are because they just did another batch yesterday.
Oh, cool.
Okay, cool.
Back out and they were running them around because they sold a bunch, but there was to be only 10 per location. So,
Wow.
but they made more yesterday because they were flying out.
I
So-
dig
It's awesome.
So I think you guys should go check it out, see where they're at. If you don't see it at one, go to another.
There it is. It's like a hunt. Yeah.
It really is. It really is.
Sheriff shirtless. You got your stress ball in hand.
You're doing great, buddy. Dude, only 35 more minutes, and then we'll let you put the shirt back on. But in the meantime, J Riff topless, filling in for Fletch today. Fletch at a wedding, or maybe he's just in his apartment, barricaded in. We don't know.
We
don't know.
We have no idea.
Found of misinformation, so he could have misinformed us.
He usually has his shirt all the way down open anyway, so it's almost the same thing.
Yeah. Fletch unbuttons it.
Yeah.
You're also tanned. You and Fletch tan together?
Yeah. What do you guys do?
We actually, we did our base tans together. Take that how you will, I guess.
So anyways, we gotta run.
Wait, was that an actual factual piece of
Yeah,
information?
legitimately during what was the most recent weekend? Memorial weekend?
I said it as a joke.
No, I went over there and we both sat by his pool and got tan
Yeah, dude.
and talked about you guys.
No, that's great. That's great.
Wow. Well, we're going to find out what you said here coming up on a Bar Cart Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. More of this. Big Rich, CD, and Fletch next.
All right, this update. I think this update. Where's the break music? Oh, there it is. Sorry, this update is presented.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Oh yeah, and then we do have the studio cam. I'm very happy for that. By the way, this camera has been only on me this whole time.
Oh, it's fine. It's people like it better that way.
I got it. I'll put
Yeah.
mine on you guys.
No.
You keep that
Yeah.
right on you, J-Riff.
Yeah, the Hardwood and Balls Classic trophy also on prominent display there. Right.
I love it so much. That's something to be proud
Can't
of.
wait.
Yeah.
That's something to be proud of.
Mm.
By the way,
Yeah.
Jackson Ippolito and Shay, his buddy, joining us in studio as well. You missed it, but actually exactly a year ago to the day,
Mhm.
Ben Fletch on our show challenged J-Riff to the Hardwood and Balls Classic. He said he could beat J-Riff one-on-one in basketball, no questions asked.
Hands down.
Hands down. I mean, so it was like months in the making. He had
Correct.
a long time to train for this and didn't.
Well, because it started almost as a joke. Like we didn't know if we could actually make it happen, and it happened, and it was over fast.
Actually, we did it at the Jam Center.
Malachi Flynn was there.
Yeah, we had
Malachi Flynn walked up to me and said, "Every time I turned around, you were drained a three."
yeah.
When an NBA player who put up over 40 points in a game one time gives you basketball validation,
Wow.
like I peaked in that moment.
By the
Wow.
way, by
I
the
mean,
way, nobody else heard that except for J.
Wait,
No,
wait,
it's Jim Russell caught it on the show.
No.
Darren Smith will confirm.
No,
Huh.
I
Well,
can't.
you know what? Every time he told me that every time he turned around, he saw me just dunking over and over again.
He said that-
it may have been basketballs, it may have been nuggets. I don't know. There's no way to tell.
There were nuggets there. In fact, we tried as a halftime meal for Fletch. we tried to give him a Big Mac because we thought he was going to die. And he didn't eat it. He said, if I take one bite of that, I'm going to throw up. He goes, in fact, just
Lame.
smelling the French fries, I'm going to
Lame.
throw up.
Lame.
We were really disappointed that day. But you know what? We learned a lot as a show and frankly as a station. Anyways, moving on to the, what's it called? Boonhagen?
It's really good, by the way. Wow.
Bunnahabhain. It's got a hell of a nose.
This makes me want. Can I grab one of the cigars and fire it up in here with this?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do it. I would do it. Hey,
Look what we're doing at this point.
J-Riff, to your pops, man.
To
Yeah.
Pops.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Very nice to
Right
share
on.
this with everybody.
Papa
are.
Rifkin.
You would be proud of this moment.
I love
Wow. Wow.
That's delicious.
Golly. You do it right, Tony.
That's good stuff. That's a 12-year? Yeah.
Wow.
That's nice.
That's pretty fun.
So,
Boonhaven.
Single malt scotches, typically the least expensive one's going to be in the $50 range.
Yeah, it is a little pricey.
But you can go into the thousands.
Oh, yeah.
Our most expensive one in stock is $50.
Let me guess. Is it
$50,000.
Macallan 25?
Those probably go in the $5,000 range.
Oh, wow.
So not that close.
Yeah. So like
Five.
by
There's a
factor
five.
of
It's at
10.
0.
You got the right brand. 50-year-old Macallan.
Oh my
No way. You have them in stock?
How many bottles sold?
0. One of those going, hey, I got it.
Right.
Yeah,
it's
right,
for this
right.
moment. Yeah.
Let me
Right.
ask you a question. Have you ever sampled any of the 50-year juice?
I've sampled 100-year cognac.
No way.
Wow.
And then remember the guy from Bacta?
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
Raj.
We sampled 100-year-old juice with him. Remember?
Oh, that's,
Wow, that's
right.
right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Wow.
Raj Bacta.
John Fink.
John Fink walks in
John
wearing
Fink.
the Vader
Newsman John
shirt.
Fink.
Tall, Darth, and handsome.
That's right. That's
Throw
right.
that man a Boonhaven.
That's right. Here we go.
Oh, you know what I just realized?
You gotta start making a drink.
I got to start making a drink. Also, we got more tickets to give away on
Oh, man.
Ticketpalooza here on a Bar Card Friday. So we'll do it again. Let's mark a time this time, 8:39. If you call in 877-767-4768 at 8:39, you're gonna win Daryl Hall tickets, a pair to go see him play on Father's Day.
I don't think we have those.
Never mind.
Let's do
You are
fair tickets.
Not going
Yeah.
to Daryl Hall. Guess what? Because Elvis Costello.
He bought them up.
Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
bought him up
Yeah.
and then may have strangled
Yeah.
Daryl. We're not sure where
So-
Daryl is right now.
But you know what we want to do is send you to the fair, a 4-pack of tickets to the 2024 San Diego County Fair going on right now until July 7th at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Let's look back. Let's have some fun together and go retro. Tickets and info, stfair.com. Or did you give a time?
At exactly 8:39.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Listen, it's going to be caller number 5 going to win that 4-pack. And then
That's fair.
you know what? He's not here, but you do have to do it. You have to,
I have to take a
you have
lap?
to take a lap, and then I'll start making my drink. You sick bastard. How can you do this to us on a Bar Card
Hey,
Friday?
hold on. Don't take my scotch.
Yeah, I mean, you can this content. So for the uninitiated, Jackson, I think you're used to this now. Shay, anytime somebody tells a bad joke, they have to take a lap. So TD he's taken 4 in one segment before. Yeah. It was a bad day. It was a bad day or a good day, depending on which side of the fence you're on. We got the Padres coming up, 4:10 first pitch. That's today in New York. They're going to face the Mets. Yeah, I mean, they're on a heater now.
A heater against the A's.
Yeah,
Mhm,
dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Padres. I'm not negative. I'm just here to balance the glass, balance the scale. Actually, you want to know why I'm so negative? Listen from 12 to 3 and you'll learn everything will make sense.
Wait, what are you talking about? I tune in, I listen to you and Darren Marty having a great time, just like us in the morning.
Yeah, our show is exactly like
It's a
this.
show of record.
Are you
And
flexing or do you just have a 6-pack normally?
I just
I've never
normally-
seen
I'll
one
tell
in
you what,
real life.
I'll tell you what, he's gonna get that V thing where it's like an arrow to your
Oh,
to
yeah.
your wiener. Like,
This is the hardest
Yeah.
part to lose. Like
Wait.
this is so annoying.
oh, buddy, you're
But are you trying to get the V thing? Are you trying to get the arrow to the wiener?
yeah, you looking for the wiener arrow? Or?
Is that what you're
Wait,
going for?
Shay, do you got the you have the arrow wiener thing
Oh,
going on?
Yeah.
You're in the military,
Yeah.
right?
I am, sir.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I mean, if you want to pop the top.
Wait, Shay, you're in the military,
Okay.
so
Okay,
he's looking at me
Shay,
and be like, "This guy is not cut to defend our country."
What?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
So
Holy
I mean,
smokes.
like to go to West Point. Yeah, Shay. They absolutely do. You got to have a letter from like a congressman or a senator, right? Yeah. Oh man.
Where'd you get Carl DeMaio? What?
I got Scott Peters. Hey, shout out
What?
Scott Peters.
Nice.
Letters, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
dude.
you very
I mean,
much.
Unbelievable. Thank you for your service,
thank
by the
you.
way. I know
Yeah.
that you're going to be serving this country. It's awesome, Shay. We appreciate you very much. And thank you, Jackson, for bringing in your buddy. Thank you for coming to these Bar Car Fridays.
Yeah, it's
And
fun.
thank you for enjoying a little frozen father's milk. That's our next drink coming up on a Bar Car Friday. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
All
Okay,
right.
I'm going to go get the ingredients. It's going to get weird.
That's right. Coming up here in mere moments, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. More of this coming up next. Keep up with San Diego Sports 760. Anytime, anywhere. Whether you're stepping out of the car or settling at home, just ask your Google or Alexa smart speaker to play AM
Alexa!
760. Or you can stream it live through the iHeartRadio app. It's never been easier to stay connected to your favorite shows like this one right here.
Or the Darren Smith Show.
Maybe it's a little hard to find. San Diego Sports 760. Da 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 da. We're loving it. Yes, we are getting close here to the finish line on a Bar Card Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. If you are looking for that last-minute Father's Day gift, look no further than any Keg and Bottle locations. There's 10 of them all around San Diego County. And if you want to go on the hunt, it looks like at the moment, every location has these gift baskets.
They sure do.
You got Zomos Mezcal. You got a couple cigars in there. You got a fancy cutter. You got a fancy torch lighter in
Yes,
a
we
basket,
do.
all wrapped up, ready to rock and roll.
Ready to go. Ready
That's
to go,
cool, man. That's cool. Normally,
and if you've had this Zomos Mezcal, it's spectacular.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. That is a top shelf mezcal. Normally, if you were to buy all this separate, you'd be spending about $140 right now.
Yep.
$80. $80, and it's wrapped up, ready to rock and roll.
Wrapped up in a basket, ready to go. Looks even better than this one. But
Golly.
yeah.
And we
Yeah,
got
that's right. That's a Romeo and Juliet that he just pocketed.
what? You're stealing that? You
We
can't
get-
steal the cigar. You can't steal that, bro. That's for dad, yo.
He couldn't even
What?
tuck it under his shirt. He had to go deep with that.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, time out. J-Rip, you can't keep calling upon your dad who passed away every time you want to take something here from the studio.
This one's for Pop.
Yeah,
Let's do you, J-Rip.
that's right.
All I'm saying is that the smoke goes up to heaven, and it's like we're doing it together.
Oh,
yeah.
Bring the whole
Yeah,
show
yeah.
Yeah.
Emotional blackmail.
Golly.
Emotional blackmail. I feel violated, right? Sick bastard.
We got Tony Conja on Rich's mic, former
Yes.
professional football player. Rich has vacated his microphone.
a big seat to fill. Let me see if we need to.
I injection molded all these cups by myself.
Do we need to move the camera up for him? Because he's much bigger over there.
Is he taller?
Let me see.
Oh no, he's
Oh,
fine.
no, he's still in. He's
yeah,
still
he's
good.
good.
We're good.
So crooked.
Yeah.
So we try to do that often. Yeah. Anyway,
Let's go down and see what he's working with.
I'm making something called frozen father's milk for Father's Day. Oh, you get it. It's a play on words. Anyway, that's why Father's milk.
I don't know what I've done to this camera.
So far, I put a pint of Ben and Jerry's
There
vanilla
you
ice cream into a blender. By
Perfect.
the way, this blender's got like 1.5 horsepower, so this is gonna be a loud situation. Then I filled up the pint carton with 3/4 of the way with Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Great choice. Founded here.
Did you just hear J Riff in
Founded
your
here
ear?
in OB.
No, he just said 54s are out, no exceptions. Yeah.
I'd like to keep my job.
I just gave him the A-OK sign.
We pay a lot for calling.
You bet, buddy.
Okay.
Time often.
Yeah.
Sometimes not even for the show.
Right.
The point is, I filled up the pint 3/4 of the way with Kahlua coffee liqueur. Now I'm going with the Bailey's Irish cream. Same
Nice.
thing. Everything is 1 to 3/4.
This is spectacular.
It's one part vanilla ice cream. And 3/4 parts Screwball, Kahlua, and Bailey's Irish cream. So it all goes into a blender. And by the way, I put all the liqueur and liqueurs into the freezer beforehand to make sure it's cold. And then you just pop.
Well, yeah.
I'm so glad you held the
Wait,
top
why are
of
the
that.
lights flickering?
Because that's because that is a
It's
professional
fine.
blender. That's
It's
fine.
fine.
Rich got that in his former playing days. I don't know if you know this. Rich, former professional athlete.
It's honestly shocking to me.
No, guys, wait.
We should put these side hand, head to head.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Former athlete goes against
New athlete,
new athlete with no shirt.
no shirt. Right.
Look at this. So who's drinking these?
Well,
who wants-
yes. Wait, hold
Dude,
on.
Bob is a better body than me.
Bob just
Bob
walks in.
just
Why is Bob so
rocked you right
ripped?
now, I'm
What
not
are you
gonna lie.
doing?
Bob,
What the hell is
Bob
going
has
on?
that-
What's your recipe?
Bob has
You
that
know,
V.
Yeah.
Frozen father's milk.
Yeah.
But hang on.
Wait.
You know, Bob, make yourself useful. Hand these out to other people.
Do you need some more cups? You need more cups over there?
Oh, yeah,
What?
Here
Oy.
you go, Tad. Do you want one too? What are you thinking?
Yeah. Everybody's saying yeah.
I don't want one.
Big thumbs up here. You don't want one?
No, hang on. Who we got?
No, we're good.
No.
In your hand.
Here, hold on. Here, Jackson.
You guys went
Here,
you go. What is happening?
Well, yeah, we got it.
There we go.
We got it.
All right, cheers,
All right.
guys.
Cheers.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy
Guys
Father's.
listening. If you need a recipe, frozen father's milk down the hatch.
That's right. There you go. Happy Father's Day. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Good Lord, that's good.
Look at that. He even
Dude.
he even did this
Dude.
the Starbucks swirl on there.
Dude.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait, you've never made this?
No.
Why? It's perfect.
Okay, so that is loosely based on the mudslide. I looked up. I was trying to think of something funny. That actually is delicious.
That's why is that so perfect?
Okay, now I have to lock in this recipe. Peanut ice cream. You fill with 3/4 of the screwball peanut butter whiskey.
mhm.
Do the same with the coffee liqueur. Do the thing
Same
with
thing with
the
Bailey's.
Irish cream.
Right.
Yeah.
And then a little chocolate syrup.
Wow.
In the glass.
Now you can pick up all those ingredients minus
those
minus the ice cream, I suppose.
No ice cream. Yeah, we know. Well, some
Yeah.
locations have it, but most do not.
Okay.
We
all right.
specialize.
Well, so while
Some
you're there,
booze.
I mean, take a peek, see if you're at one of the special locations that
Yep.
carries the ice cream.
Yep.
Other than that, you can get that at any keg and little bottle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
What?
There's a lot of kegs in the bottle.
Yeah. Keg and little bottle.
Take it about. All right.
Wow.
So who thinks the Mavericks have a chance?
Raise the hands
Yeah. look,
on
look,
three.
Raise a glass.
1, 2, 3. Okay, no
Oh,
glasses
what happened?
raised.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Mm-mm.
Who thinks the Padres have a chance against the Mets? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
I think
There we go.
they're going to
There
win
we
this
go.
series, actually. Sweep, no. Win the series,
We'll
yes.
take a W.
here's the thing. I think they'll lose this series. I said it. A getaway. No, hang on, Jackson. We're over
Wow.
500, but you know what that means? We're gonna swing right back under 500 because that's what they taught us. All season
No,
long.
no, no. They're going to do worse than that.
Driving me absolutely
They're going to
out of
do
my
worse than that. They're going to do really well. We'll be 4 or 5 above 500, and then they'll
mind.
drag
then-
us down.
then it's Phillies,
Yes,
we're-
like we're good. We're
we
good.
have some hard times ahead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Bless you.
we gotta tell you,
Wow.
say hello to Peanut Butter.
No big deal.
I'm gonna be an anaphylaxis in no time.
Yeah, he won't make it to Father's Day.
Fun
so-
fact. You cannot get sick from that peanut butter because there's no real peanut butter.
What?
What the hell?
Are you
What is it?
So
me?
when they created that, they made sure that if anyone had a peanut butter allergy, that you would not get sick.
So what is it?
I don't know.
Wow.
I'd have to ask Steve. Who
So you
created
get
it.
sick from the substitute.
I forgot what he told me, but in OB where this was created, Steve that owned OB Noodle House created that, and yeah, it's shelf stable and it's delicious, and he's the man
Wow.
and very wealthy now.
That's
Yeah. I mean, if you make peanut butter whiskey and it goes nuts like it did, obviously that's going to make you a ton of cash.
we're up against the clock here on a Father's Day edition. Yeah, we got to pick it. Well, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm counting 21 submissions currently here on a Father's Day in the random number generator 1 through 21. It is number 4 that's going to win that we will then have to randomly pick there and that we will give the answer
And
to.
to celebrate 1 year of you winning the Hardball Classic.
Wow. Yeah,
And we'll
look at that.
challenge you
Look at that.
to basketball, my friend.
Wow. Whoa!
And I don't have
hold
a body. I don't have a body like
I
yours.
have so many words
I
that
don't have a body like yours.
your mic's on.
Oh, I thought you turned it off.
No.
Wow.
But you're right. You don't have a body like mine.
Yeah, we are and we have our horse, and it's Tony Kaja.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
it's on. Bring it. Happy Father's Day. Thank you to the hangers, the bangers, the roadies, the dogs, everyone who hung out with us. We will see you on Monday. Have a happy Father's Day.
Thanks to Jackson. Thanks to Shay, Tad, Bob, John Fink. Always Tony Conja. Get to a Keg and Bottle location. Pick up your Father's Day gift basket with the Zomos Mezcal and the cigar sticks. We'll see you Monday. The Herd's next.